Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sorry that we're late. We were waiting on Robbie as usual, but we're here. Everybody's here, so don't worry. This is the Crowder Boys live once again. We're back
from New York.
Yes, Dalton Pruitt.
No, musical guest Crack Amico.
Hell yeah, guys! You already know what the fuck going on. We back in this bitch for another episode. Thank you for being here. We have a great show that we haven't planned anything for you once again.
Yeah, people ask me about that all the time. They're like, "Do you prepare for that? Like, what's that show about?" And I'm like, sometimes we don't even talk to each other until a minute before it starts.
I did prepare a fun outfit last night.
That was fun. You guys did a great job.
Oh, thanks.
It's very funny.
Yeah, I wanted to strike while the iron was hot on that Dr. Disrespect thing.
I mean, it's still developing. You know, it's an ongoing.
His victim is still developing.
Their prefrontal cortex for sure. Yeah. That doesn't finish forming till you're 25.
Yeah, I looked at a few YouTubes about trying to explain who he was, and I still don't really understand.
Yeah, it's pretty odd. I had no idea who that guy was, and I do know who some streamers are, but it's very. I don't feel bad for him, but it's quite the situation to be put in where a lot of people, the general public, don't know who you are, but now they know who you are based on your pedophilia.
Yeah, that is funny. People get famous. If you do something bad, that'll reach so many more people than whatever art you put out, even if it's pretty good.
Yeah. So wait, should one of us text a teenager?
Yeah, it might put us on the map.
Yeah, the minor attracted persons. Put us on that map.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, wow, very good. Yeah, like Russell Brand, the biggest thing he's done in 20 years was getting a sex scandal.
Yeah, we need us a good sex scandal.
What about Russell Brand Crow?
Russell Brand Crow.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Are you not raped?
Sorry, that was a weak first impression.
No, we're warming up.
We were dusting the cobwebs off. I mean, we did some high octane podcasting last night.
I know, yeah. I mean, it was a bombshell about the friggin' Knicks.
Yeah.
I was just texting Dan Wicks about the Knicks. More like Dan Knicks.
That's okay. We're warming up.
There we go.
we're getting hotter.
You guys have any topics?
Maybe we should prepare for the show.
No. This is better. Honestly, you know what? We're not doing a good job. We need to be more like Kevin Brennan. The only problem is we don't have any super chats yet.
Right.
Whenever we don't have anything to say, which most
Token
of the time,
Tony joined as a premium member.
Oh, hell yeah, Token Tony. See, yeah, when we don't have anything to talk about, we should go to the chat. And obviously,
we should be paying him, by the way. He's done so much work for us for free.
To be fair, I don't know. We haven't asked for anything. I appreciate the art.
I've asked Tony for a few things here and there in the past. But
I've asked him for 4 things, and I think I've paid him once.
Yeah, but he usually just unsolicited will create something amazing and beautiful and just send it to us.
Well, luckily for him, he can get paid in something priceless, which is the promotion of a mega exposure show like this.
That's true.
Yeah.
Exposure is like money. At least that's what people have told me for 25 years.
Yeah. Hey, that's true.
Wait, how old are you?
Me? I'm 33. I just turned 33.
He started comedy when he was 13.
Nobody likes you when you're 33.
That's true. That's what Jesus said. It was, and then they killed him.
There's a super chat right there, correct? Oh, another one.
Oh, I forgot. I'm in the fucking captain's seat on this.
Yeah.
Choo choo.
Captain's drunk. You on this Titanic floating on the floor.
Yeah, you're Captain Hack Sparrow.
Captain Crack Sparrow.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see. We got fancy me a super chat. Is that good? $2.79 Crack Amico dollars. Thank you. Token Tony. Thank you for your contribution.
Why didn't you click on it? Why wasn't it on screen?
Oh yeah, I need to. You know what? I'm setting a precedent right now. It's got to be at least $5 to go on screen.
They're going to set a precedent in November. This country is going to
please give us presents.
Yes, and presents, please.
And also give us presents. We should start a Crowder Boys Amazon wish list so people can also give us presents.
Dude, being a woman is so easy. People just give you money and stuff.
Oh, dude. I mean, look at you'll never see this with dudes. But how many times have you seen a story where there's like a woman who is either a professional porn star or is doing good on OnlyFans, who talks about how she's like, yeah, I got my degree in biochemical engineering and I worked in that field for a while and I got my doctorate. But then, after a few years of that, I just decided to start sucking and fucking on camera. And I'm making way more money now than I ever did as a doctor.
I don't think I've ever seen that story, Dalton, but
you've never seen that? You don't know about like that one porn star, Leanna Lovings, was like a biochemistry PhD student.
Shout out Sumo.
A PhD student? You mean a pretty huge dick student?
Now, yes, that's what she is now. That happens all the time. There's
Leanna
a few. What?
Leanna what?
Leanna Lovings. She's like a nerdy. Her persona is like nerdy teenager. Not actually a teenager. We're not disrespectful here.
Yeah, she looks like Katu.
Dude, that's nothing. I heard a story of a girl that cried a river and drowned the whole world.
I would hate that if that happened.
I heard a story all about how my life got turned upside down.
Oh wait, did we ever finish that?
How big was the house?
Yes, we did in fact finish it. To my chagrin, I was like, "Are we really going to go?"
Chagrin, get your ass in the house.
Speaking of which, I feel like everyone forgot about Grimace's birthday this year.
We did, yeah. We missed Grim. We forgot about Grimace.
It was such a big to-do last year, and this year it just came and went.
What about Hamburglar's birthday?
Oh, well, let's not bring up that fucking criminal.
Yeah, we don't celebrate criminals.
Is the Hamburglar allowed to vote? Because I assume he's a felon.
Why? Because he's black?
Yeah.
Is the Hamburglar black?
No, he's white. He looks like
Hamburglar.
Hamburglar. I was saying this. What a terrible name! Like, you don't name yourself after the thing you steal. Everyone's gonna know it's you. Like, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, who stole the hamburger?"
You're the wet bandits.
Was it Jerry or the hamburger?
That would be like if I named myself Women's Hearts.
There we go. Oh, it's Hubie Halloween.
Yeah.
I shaved it to do this Dr. Disrespect character. I need to trim it. It looks not great now, but I think we'll get there.
Is that the mustache that he has?
No. I literally was like shaving right up until we went live. Like I was very hastily thrown together.
Well, if you I don't know what he looks like, but going for a pedophile in general, you nailed it.
Well, he does have a mustache, yeah, but it's like
it is. I have determined that unless you're a cop or a firefighter, if you have a mustache and you're not one of those two things, the only other option is pedophile.
What, Hubie?
Or Hubie Halloween.
Or some type of Nick Mullen-esque hipster.
Yeah, there's a lot of mustaches in like Brooklyn and Bushwick. Still,
yeah,
I can't believe that's still the hipster look.
Yeah, I'm bringing back the chops. Actually, I'm growing my shit back out, but
yeah, I like the big grizzly beard.
Yeah, maybe I should just grow it all. It's just that I really just can't grow facial hair that well. Is the problem.
I can't.
You're still trying to find your gimmick.
A long time, but I had to have it anyway, so we'll see. I think they don't look good if you have too much weight on you. Like, I feel a little Paul Blarty right now, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Paul Blarty like a rock star.
Blarty Rock Anthem.
Yeah, Blarty Rock Anthem. Paul
Blart is in the mall tonight.
Mall in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I'm Kevin James.
Yeah.
Imagine
King of Queens.
If you could be you or Kevin James right now, who would you pick?
Kevin
James. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I mean, he's running out the clock. You know.
No, he's not. He's just getting started
now. He's just getting started.
He's lost weight. He looks jacked. He's bald, but he wears it well.
It's pretty upsetting that he's friends with Rogan.
Kevin James.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those guys are. Sandler is too, I think.
Some of my best memories as a kid are watching King of Queens by myself.
Dude, Kevin James does look like Segura now, actually. Maybe Joe Rogan just thinks he's Tom Segura.
Yeah. Kevin James or King of Queens was like it signifies in my soul like the peace, what do you call it? Like whenever a war stops. But the war between my parents would stop for 30 minutes to watch an episode of King of Queens.
Oh, that's
and it was
funny.
like,
a ceasefire.
Ceasefire. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
like
retarded.
And our armistice is called for King of Queens.
Yeah, it's like on Christmas when they don't battle.
Mm-hmm.
When King of Queens is on.
Lay down arms. King of Queens is airing.
Well, much like Christmas is about the King of Kings, King of Queens is about the King of Queens.
Yeah, King of Queens was amazing.
Because baby, all my life I will be driving home to you.
Yeah, why do people forget? That's like that should be the that was the time-tested sitcom formula for forever. Now you just don't see those kinds of shows anymore.
Like Fat just husband, hot wife.
Well, a blue-collar middle-aged loser is like the funniest kind of guy to be.
Why don't we see those kinds of shows anymore?
Look, Jerry's right. Jerry's right.
Yeah.
What's on now? Superstore? Abbott Elementary? Fuck out of here.
Get out of here, Abbott Elementary. Nobody gives a fuck about teachers.
There's still good shows. Network TV just shit the bed.
Yeah, but even sitcoms, I feel like Tires was like, it felt very novel in a way. I just watched a video essay on the end of 2.5 Men. Now that's a crazy ending.
Yeah. Don't they end up meeting like Chuck Lorre shows up and he's
apparently the premise of the last episode is that Charlie comes back from the dead and plans on killing the other guy and the kid and then himself.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's
so it's basically like Sideshow Bob. Like it's like a Sideshow Bob story, but Charlie Sheen.
It is interesting that as time has gone on, what's been revealed to us is that Ashton Kutcher is a much worse hombre than Charlie Sheen was.
The thing is, I totally memory hold that Ashton Kutcher was replaced Sheen.
It's. I mean, 2.5 Men to me was. There's nothing about it that was ever memorable anyway.
Yeah, it seemed like it really. So the other thing that show pointed out, or the video essay pointed out, was that like how popular it was and how little anyone talks about it anymore.
That's so much of network TV. There was just a Twitter thread about that where they were talking about that show with Billy Gardell where he's got the jungle fever.
Yeah, but it's weird when it's talked about a lot when it's on.
No. This show is not talked about at all.
That's what I mean. There's 2.5 Men were the only ones that everyone talked about when it was on, but just no one fucking talked about once it went off the air.
Right.
I think Lost is kind of Charlie Sheen effect. I think it's just the fact that there was a once prestigious actor in this clearly slapped together shitty show that kind of made people be like, "Oh, Charlie Sheen."
All right, yeah. Edna in the chat, please don't be mean to me. That is funny. That's a very funny thing to say. Please don't be mean to me.
You could have said you're not a man at all. Honestly, that speaks to your character.
Edna said 2.5 Men is what's sitting in Dalton's chair right now. Please don't be mean to me. I'm trying. I'm on my weight loss journey. I've been good today.
I am too.
I had a Donju pear.
Is that Trump's son?
Mm-hmm.
Donju pear.
Donju pear.
What's a Donju pear?
I ate a pear.
Oh,
a Donju pear.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking about trying this carnivore diet, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of stupid. I think I can have like fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, but Sal's doing that keto. That's what people seem to be fucking with is the keto shit.
Sal's on the keto. I think it might mostly just be portions and just trying to mitigate like unhealthy foods, like processed foods or sweets, or I don't know.
That combined with exercise, consistent exercise,
will
take you a long way.
Today I had some tuna, and I had a pear. That's all I've eaten today.
Son, you couldn't tune a guitar.
I'm not without a tuner, not without like an iPhone or some sort of equipment that's showing me how close I'm getting to the proper tuning.
Yeah, me neither.
I cannot play music by ear or figure any of that shit out.
Do you think if someone has a big gig and they're a musician, they should say thank you for the opportunity?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably should.
I think they should start saying that.
And when it sucks, they get on their computer and say, "Man, this gigabytes."
Yeah,
that always seems like magic to me, dude. Whenever I go see live music, and you see a guitar player like just like tuning a guitar, just like listening to it and like figuring it out. I'm like, I have no fucking clue how you're doing this.
That was the part that I always was very bad at when it came to like playing, and that's kind of why I think I dropped it. I was never meant for it. Was like I found tuning to be so tedious, and I also had no ear for like if it was tuned or not. I'd like use a thing, and also replacing strings I hated.
Yeah, I never, I mean when you're a fat kid in high school, it's like you're trying to figure out ways to get pussy, and it's like maybe if I play guitar.
Yeah, I learned those Tenacious D songs, and then I was done.
Yeah, and it's like, and then I never had any clue what I was doing, and just could not figure out how to play. Also I'm lazy and undisciplined. They say you got to practice.
You lack discipline.
I lack discipline.
Oh, speaking of, we touched on Sal.
Oh yeah.
I want to motion that we ban Sal from the show for the month of July, unless we decide we want to have him on, or one of us is on.
Where's that coming from? Is it because he word alerted us?
He disrespected us last night.
He Dr. disrespected.
Thinks he's some kind of wise guy. You don't
because he's a big fan. He's a fucking mark of the shit that I won't even say. I'm not even gonna utter these fucking words.
Yeah.
I want to flush the world down the goddamn toilet. The people that are enjoying this shit.
Yeah, it is really odd how much it's taken off, how big it's gotten, considering
what are we talking? Oh, Hawk Tua.
Okay. Robbie, don't invoke this. Do not.
Sorry. I mean, it's the NBA.
Look, it's Beetlejuice rules. Just don't say it 2 more times.
The number 1 pick tonight is by the Atlanta Hawks. That's what I meant to say.
Okay, 2 of them.
No, and I said the number 2 would be after.
Don't even say the quarterback.
But Craig, you got to remember, Sal is very simple. He's simple Sal.
But he's so funny. Like, why does he think that's the funniest thing in the world?
He has such a simple mind. Like, he probably enjoys.
Well, he watched that new Norm thing. He's like, what's the problem? This is funny, man.
Yeah.
Does he really not understand when he's being funny? Like, I thought it was a bit.
I think there's like times that Sal is aware and is intentionally being funny or being clever,
leaning into being stupid.
And then there's other times when he's like legitimately just clueless, and then that's also funny.
He actually won me a lot of points. I was like, man, he's really good. He's very quick. He's good at riffing here. And then he was like, what does that mean? What does stilted mean? And seemed upset that.
Yeah.
And then he was like, what was the problem with that new Norm show? I don't get it. It's like,
well,
you like
here's
the
thing:
tunnel of woke joke.
When he does like the word alert, or like he's probably like us. Like if he thought for long enough what something meant and used context clues, he could figure it out. But he just goes, "It would be funny to look dumb right now." But nobody lies about the shit they enjoy. At least Sal, like he honestly enjoys that. And I know he only knows probably like 5% of memes that even come out.
Yeah,
and that's the one he decides to like and force you guys to play on the show. By the way,
yeah, I think Sal just is part of the lowest common denominator group on the lowest. Yeah, I think like all the things.
The lowest Cleveland denominator.
The lowest Cleveland Joe Nomometer. What the
whoa! We went there fast. Holy shit! That was crazy.
I think all the things that are designed or that happen that appeal to like the broadest audience, Sal's part of that.
Yeah.
So this meme or the show I mentioned, or the show I bet Sal would love. Let's actually here's what we should do. is we should get Sal to watch that Billy Gardell Dates a Black Lady show.
But here's what's funny though,
and report back.
Here's maybe why I thought Sal was smart, because even he wasn't dumb enough for the Austin Comedy Scene documentary trailer or that Rogan clip we watched.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine? I think that's for people even dumber than Sal.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, but to me, like, I don't know. The HT, as we will refer to it, is like the lowest of the low. Like, it's so.
What do you like more, KT or HT?
What is KT?
Kill Tony.
I thought you were talking about
I will watch Kill Tony every day for the rest of my life and ever fucking mention that fucking shit.
I was hoping KT was just like an abbreviation for Cat2.
Now, our KC in the Sunshine Band.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
God's Node. Pillowcases full of soap bars. Tonight we get Sal. He has to learn. I agree.
Well, that sounds like the beginning of a Sopranos episode.
Yeah, I don't think Sal. I think like Sal is how do I phrase this? I think he's dumb, but not like truly dumb. I think he's like spiritually and emotionally like has like some intelligence, and if he just like actually applied himself at all in anything, he would it would be like Lawnmower Man. You ever see Lawnmower Man?
No.
A Mexican?
He would have a landscape.
I've seen Bill Maher Man.
No, there's an old movie from like the 90s that's supposedly based on a Stephen King short story. It doesn't have anything to do with it though. It's about a retard who mows lawns, and Pierce Brosnan is the scientist working on some sort of virtual reality thing, and so he needs like a human to do a trial for this VR thing he's working on. He needs like somebody that's willing to help him with this or something. For some reason he enlists this retard to test out this VR, and then the VR unlocks something in the retard that makes him a genius.
Oh.
And so that I think that could be Sal. I think if we introduce Sal to the right stimuli, he could become like Job from Lawnmower Man.
Michael, I have a lawnmower.
Yeah. Or Flowers for Salgernon. Yeah, that too.
There you go.
His brain is unlike anyone that I've ever encountered.
I'm
it has flashes of brilliance. Like sometimes the way he says things or like attaches a thread to another, like I'm like, oh, this guy's smarter than me. And then other times I'm like, his palette of the things that he thinks is good is the worst shit ever.
That's why it's like hard to even like. I'm usually pretty good. I love doing armchair psychologist, but he's one I can't. I'm at an impasse.
He's a pure soul. He's a beautiful mind.
Well, you can't write him off as just being retarded.
No.
But he's also not smart, so I don't know. And he's also not average.
He's doing better. He has a family and is doing better than all of us.
He's doing much better than all of us.
He might have really high emotional intelligence. He might one of those kinds of people, like a reverse Matt Marin.
Yeah, I think. I think Sal's like figured something out in his life that many of us probably never will, which is found the love of a good woman, has a family.
I think when you're not burdened with so many different thoughts at one time, it's probably easier to get shit done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Life is miserable for like,
geniuses like us.
Well, anyone who's not stupid. You have to be like stupid to like enjoy it. That's why dogs are having a blast. They're like, this is awesome all the time.
Yeah, Sal does have the same mind as like a smart dog.
Yes, there we go.
Like a blue heeler or something, like one of those breeds.
Blue heel.
Where it's like, this is a really smart dog, but I mean, it's still a dog,
Yeah, there you go.
Smart for a dog.
Yeah. And then the dog will open up a door and you'll be like, holy shit.
I have a theory of why I think he enjoys that so much, what we've previously referenced, because I think if I don't know anything about this, I could be completely wrong, but I have the feeling with everything that Sal has going on, because obviously I realize that Sal does not think it's funny. He thinks it's hot. And three guys like us, we have no responsibilities whatsoever, so we can jerk off anytime we want, like sometimes too much
I'm
throughout the
doing it
day,
right
right?
now.
So I think Sal has like no time to beat off. So like when he sees something like that, he gets to beat off in his mind for a little bit.
Oh, he gets a quick little mind jerk.
I also
he steps into the arena of.
Whereas for us to even get hard, we need to see like bitches doing milk enemas into each other's assholes.
Maybe not that.
I'm kind of now remembering
maybe not that much.
In comedy, you go for the exaggeration for humor.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You know, you made it too real for me because I have seen that.
Too real.
It's like I've seen it. I don't watch it every day, but
yeah, I mean, for me, I just need to see I just need to catch Florida woman during a manic episode. You know, when she's really going through it.
Yeah,
and
that Sal HT thing, and then the new Norm thing that actually kind of gave me PTSD to working with Mike Figs, because there'd be like one of those kinds of moments like every episode.
Yeah,
where he'd be like, I don't know what this TikTok's great. What are you talking about? You know. It's just
TikTok is great. What a thing to say.
He loves TikTok.
TikTok is like disintegrated even more than when, because I used to use TikTok to like get ready to jerk off. It was very, you go to TikTok and see like women bouncing their titties and clapping their butt cheeks and all that. And now now TikTok is just all scams. It's just like people trying to sell some shit like Etsy. It's all like TikTok shops. TikTok is awful now.
Yeah, I TikTok's the only one that really feels like work when I really like post on there for comedy stuff, and I don't like enjoy my time on that social media app, so I kind of get in and post and get out.
Yeah, I don't. TikTok is.
It's not for me. It's for girls. So for idiots. Only girls love TikTok.
It's for idiots, aka girls.
Girls and Mike Figs. That's who likes TikTok.
There's something so like almost ominous about the interface of it. Like I don't like the
ominous. Get your ass in the house.
Yeah, it's dystopian.
Something doesn't gel with like
dystopian. Get your ass in the house.
Something about
I love dystopian Anthony, by the way.
Dystopian Anthony.
Dystopia.
Well, let's let Crack please finish.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know. It's really what I'm saying. I'm saying it like it's important, but it's honestly the dumbest shit ever. I was just gonna say, like, personally, the interface of X or Twitter throughout history has always been like the easiest. It's just what I want to see the most.
Yeah,
and interact with the most.
Jack Dorsey came out the gate swinging. He had that shit ready when he made Twitter, because there is no other social media platform that has a like user interface that is as intuitive and enjoyable as Twitter.
Twitter's the best one now. Elon kind of made it the best one. It was my least favorite one, and now it's my favorite one.
Twitter is so good that we're still calling it Twitter.
We're still calling it Twitter.
Yeah. Formerly Twitter.
But I mean, if I go on any of these other social medias, if I go on Instagram,
Zuck ruined Instagram. It's like kind of trash now.
Yeah, I can't. It's just not even. I don't even want to be on there that long. Like, I'll open it up and post something, and I just close it out, and I'm back on. Because like Twitter, I'll actually scroll through it, so I can see what, like, you know, all the fun like right wing extremist accounts, or you know, the diary posts they're posting about like how women with tattoos are evil and Indians are taking over the country, or like whatever they say.
Twitter's the one that their For You is the most accurate to like what I actually want to see. Because I go into Twitter and I'm like, there's no news anymore. It's just like basketball memes and like some comedy and movie stuff.
I will say Elon has made it fucking great.
Yeah,
like, I don't think kids should be on it, but like it does, it personalizes to you. You can tell it what you don't want to fucking see, and you can decide if you just want to see your follower. Like, I don't know, it's pretty fucking nice.
What I love about it
makes me resent whatever the fuck they were doing before, because it's like, and I'm not an Elon fan at all, really, but I'm like, well, how come it took this guy to come and be like, hey, how about we just show people what they want to see? Like, how is that like the most like? Because remember Instagram or Twitter, what they used to do? Like, if you liked something, it would like show up in other people's feed, and you get pissed off at your friends for liking something because it was in your feed.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
That was nuts. It was like, dude, is this whole fucking platform run by like snitches and like
just narcs? Just
yeah,
don't show people that I liked a tweet from 0 HP Lovecraft. I don't need people to know that I'm following that guy.
That's what fucking Instagram does too. Like it'll be like a bitch with the fattest ass in the world, and it'll be like Tom Myers and 43 other people. Like
yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah, but Twitter is worse about. But Twitter, when they did that thing where it was like just in your feed, it showed like some friend of yours, like it gave you the name of your friend who liked it, and then it was just some dog shit political take, and you just got mad at it. That shit sucked. Also, I like that Twitter Premium is great. I get so much better engagement now.
You get engagement. You get $30 every 2 weeks. It's nice.
It makes me think that I'm suppressed by the algorithm on all the other ones.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's everything's rigged against us.
It's rigged.
It's a zero-sum game.
Yeah, just let me fucking pay to play, dude.
Yeah. What was I? Wait, what's going on?
Kanye took his website down.
Oh no.
What was his website called?
Yeezy.com.
The one that he paid for the Super Bowl ad?
Yeah.
For like
where he's like, I got some shoes.
and that's
it.
That was such if every commercial was like that, I'd watch commercials. Like, just tell me what you have, and that's it. Thank you. Moving on. Next commercial. We can watch 60 commercials during this break.
What is amazing about ending with and that's it is that costs like $1 million.
I'm not gonna say what kind of shoes they are.
Keeping that in cost him $1 million probably.
Yeah. But you know the funny thing about that commercial, those commercials, like the amount of time for the commercial is very strict. Like it has to be an exact amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or whatever.
Yeah.
So he did still like somehow calculate it or just intuited exactly what he needed to record, like the amount.
He calculated anything. It was exactly 30 seconds though. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is like even though he didn't really know what he was gonna say and kind of like just had a brain fart or just went blank during the ad read, it still was exactly 30 seconds, which is impressive.
Well, say what you will about him, but he has an amazing internal clock for time, which is like a lot of musicians have that.
Which is very rare for someone like him, if you know what I mean.
That's true.
I missed this super chat. This is no longer topical, but all of the dumbest people I went to high school with have a family and a home. It's true, but I feel like even Sal's job is somewhat impressive.
Hey y'all, I got some shoes.
And
that's it.
Yeah. That is one of the more kind of despairing things about pursuing
Anyway, so if you go on Yeezy.com, there's just a clock, and then a text that says Yeezy is no longer accepting online purchases. All existing orders will be fulfilled.
Nice.
But that is one of the more I guess despairing or
Desperado.
Just, you know, one of the more bleak things about pursuing a career in the arts or entertainment or whatever you want to call it, podcasting, is you get so single-minded on it and so hyper-focused on it, and you kind of you know, I don't know, forsake a normal career. Like the idea of like working a regular job,
being functional in society.
Just being an actual adult. And so because you get locked into this idea of like chasing your dreams, you never realize that you're not actually making any real money or progress in any meaningful way outside of this. So then you meet someone like Sal, who's like, yeah, you know, I've been with the company for 10 years and I'm a manager now, and I make like, you know, enough money to support my family. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I never really considered the fact that I'm still so far below the poverty line in terms of actual money that I'm making. I'm just really banking on the fact that maybe this will pan out at some point.
Well, Sal knows it'll frying pan out for him, but we could have gone to medical school 3 times.
Yeah, exactly. We could have actually done something worthwhile.
And I think my problem is I thought that in my head. I was like, all right, it's just like grad school. After 4 years, I'll start getting work, and then maybe it'll be like a master's. I'll do 4, whatever.
Yeah.
But
by the way, medical school is hard.
Yeah, no, I know, but I that was just like my calculation.
Yeah, because I considered it as an undergrad. I was like, maybe I could do a STEM major in something sciencey, and then take the MCAT and go to med school and become like some doctor or something.
Yeah. Then, Dr. Faggot. paging Dr. Faggot is for you.
and then one summer I took organic chemistry and passed by the skin of my teeth, but I was like, if I'm already struggling this much with this shit, I don't see myself being able to even pass the MCAT. I'm not gonna be able to get into med school if I can't figure out, the things, who's
the NCAT? Williams?
Yeah. If I can't figure out the courses, the material in undergrad,
MCAT 2.
I mean, could you imagine
the MCAT 2?
The MCAT 2, yeah. That's...
Who I don't even know who that is. I don't even know if that's a man or a woman.
It's a girl.
She's a what is she? She's a girl.
She's an autistic girl.
She's a very autistic woman.
So she's the only girl you could talk to about One Piece for a very long time. And trains. She actually legitimately likes trains.
She likes trains, yeah.
Like run on her?
Probably.
I don't know. She does. She seems kind of femcel.
She does, but she fucks a lot, I think.
Does she?
Yeah, but she has femcel.
She doesn't enjoy it.
She's culturally femcel.
She doesn't enjoy having sex.
I think she probably likes it.
She just does it for the attention and to fill some sort of void within her.
Yeah.
That's called her pussy.
A vagina.
What's funny about comedy is instead of going to medical school to be a doctor, if you just go on Kill Tony, you can just pretend to be a TV doctor all the time, and everybody will love you and think it's very funny.
Here's the thing about comedy. It's not Casey rocket science.
Right. Yeah, comedy's gay.
That's probably one of his bits.
Oh, I will bet. Yeah, that sounds like something. Here's the thing about Casey Rock is I watch and I'm like, I feel like this is me with
this is not happening.
This is not happening with Ari Shaffir or and later Roy Wood Jr. But I'm like, if I had a little more commitment and less shame.
What about
because it's like silliness and puns and shit.
What about Dwayne the Casey Rocket Johnson?
Johnson, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne the Casey Rocket Johnson.
Case the Rocket Johnson.
Go ahead, Robbie. You do that one.
Hold on. It doesn't matter if it's funny.
That's okay. Yeah, comedy's gay. I mean, streaming's the move. That's the next frontier. Stand up is dead. Or not really.
It's crazy how
we're in a boom, Dalton.
It's crazy how ahead of the curve we are. What's going to be really depressing is to watch other people realizing that streaming is the new wave and completely fucking skyrocket past us.
Yes. Well, I mean, we're already late. Like
yeah.
It's like
Kevin Brennan was on this tip like 2 years ago.
It's like the stock market. Once you hear about something, it's already too late.
That was what I heard about the stock market.
So
you persuaded me to start listening to you
about streaming in general, but not streaming within the comedy.
We'll get into
world.
stocks in a minute, but Robbie, we'll talk stocks in a minute because I got we're about to hit another bull run on some things. But
my favorite working comedians are. I'll list a couple. Oh, Roy Scovel is great. Dan Soder I really like. Mike Racine's very funny. My co-host Wolfgang is actually very good at stand-up too.
Carlos Mencia,
DTD,
mm-hmm.
King DTD,
King DTD. Mm-hmm. The Joker.
I was gonna say that like by the time you hear that Dr. Disrespect is trying to fuck a teenager, you know, it may already be. It's that's when you know the best time to get into streaming was yesterday. You know what I mean? When you start,
Yeah, but that's talking about streaming on a broad level, not talking about streaming from like comedy fans, like Gas Digital and how many like the fans of Gas Digital and Skanks and shit. Like how many of them are watching streams from comedians? You know what I mean?
no, because a lot of I mean, there's a lot of like people in that world. Comedians get so like hung up on what they think they should be doing or adhering to the sacred art of comedy that any changes or any kind of idea of a new thing they seem to be like resistant toward like this sort of thing. Like they, you know, there's probably people who like see us doing this and are, you know, are just like, all right, well, you know,
yeah, good luck. I don't even know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah,
oh, the fuck, I'm gonna go perform for $0 at the Eastville Comedy Club because that's, you know,
it was
the last 10 years has proven that this will pay off.
Before Cumtown even came out, every comedian was like, "Oh, you can't start a podcast. There's too many of them." It was like when there was like 10.
Yeah,
back when it was still the ground floor, and now everyone has one anyway.
Yeah, I mean the truth is like if you have anything interesting to say, if you're entertaining in any way, and you just keep taking swings and trying new things, people will like find it and enjoy it. There's just a lot of people out there who look. Misery loves company.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be just like a certain amount of people that when you're doing anything, they immediately want to deride it as silly or foolish or futile because they themselves have been, you know, living in futility for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's funny too. The only thing that they like picked up on from all of this new shit that's happening is not like a new medium like streaming. It's shitty crowd work clips and like fucking all these big captions. Like they literally picked up on the worst part of it. If Andrew Schultz told them to stream, they'd be streaming.
Nobody wants to try anything new. Nobody wants to do anything new. What they do is they shit on everything and mock it until people find insane success with it, and then they just follow the trend. Like, oh, actually, no, you know, that's just a model now.
I will say that's not unique to comedy. That's almost every industry.
That's almost yeah, for sure. That's why you know, fortune favors the bold. We're trailblazers.
Like I read, I listen to that guy Mark Manson sometimes. The beautiful people, but he did
you say Mark Manson?
His name is Mark Manson. Yeah. But he has an interesting thing about like the three common things about a lot of successful stuff. And one of them is like you have to be like a contrarian, but not a total contrarian. Like you have to be like a lot of people who innovated, all their peers told them that it was stupid or that you know, don't do that. Piers Morgan, yeah. I'm not doing it justice, but
shout out
Big Justice?
Elon Bust.
How many booms does this show get on the boom meter?
The comedy boom meter.
5. I think 5 is the only option on the boom meter. I've never seen anything besides 5.
Are people turning on them because they did a Burger King commercial or something?
I think turned on them immediately.
Shout out Elon. Elon in the building.
Yeah, Nick Oldershaw.
What did he say? I can't wait until Bert Kreischer leaves this mortal coil. He's got kids, man. Don't say that. Kids.
I don't get people really want him to die. Like
people really hate him. Yeah,
I kind of don't get taking it that far.
I don't take. Honestly,
joking.
He's pretty benign compared to a lot of his peers, Morgan's.
Yeah,
because he is just like
PTSD.
PTSD. Yeah, because like Bert Kreischer just seems like kind of not terribly self-aware and maybe a little egomaniacal.
He's cringe. Yeah, narcissist.
Yeah, he's he's
benevolent, as they say.
But I mean, compared to a lot of people in that sphere, he's, you know, I don't know how to describe. He seems like not as.
He at least seems like a nice guy.
He seems like a good person off camera.
Yeah.
Whereas like his buddy Segura, I'm like,
yeah, dude.
You know, I'd be scared to be in a room with that guy.
His eyes are black like a doll's eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you, JCG. That's what I give people who send no message. I give you a kiss.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not unlike Schaub taking all the heat for Callan, because even though Schaub is so cringe, Callan's the evil one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how out of really like out of the real loop so many of these like podcast drama channels are, because I saw a thumbnail that drove me fucking crazy today. It was called Comedians Reacting to Brendan Schaub, and one of the faces of the comedians on the thumbnail was fucking Steve-O.
Hell
it was like, these guys have no idea what they're talking about. They're just like, how quickly can I find out information that these dumb retard podcast fans want to see so I can get 100,000 views in 5 minutes?
You know what's funny though?
Such a stretch. Like those one, like, here's how Shane Gillis hates Andrew Schultz. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Shane likes Andrew Schultz, but you because you like Shane and you don't like Schultz.
You know what's interesting though is like, we're professional haters.
Yeah,
we hate. We're very discerning. Haters. We're men of taste and refinement. But if you talk to like the average person, like I was talking to just like some civilians a while back.
Oh,
I was talking to some folks.
Why were you even doing that, Dalton?
Yeah,
they can't understand what we've gone through.
Yeah, and they brought it up that they like were like enjoyed going to their local comedy club.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh yeah, who'd you see recently? And they were like, yeah, we went and saw Steve-O. And I was like, really? How was it? And they go, it was awesome. It was they really. Yeah, so I think like most people, I think a lot of people, much like how Sal enjoys the HT girl.
The new norm.
Yeah, the new norm. I think a lot of people in this country, like as much as we see these things and are just like, what the fuck, this shit sucks.
Yeah.
I think like most of the country really digs it. I think it appeals to a lot of people.
A lot of them are probably just like, I was in the same room as Steve-O.
Well, here's what it is too. I think a lot of people just like, for people like us, gay guys, comedy is something we consider like a big part of our lives. Like it's this big, this big thing that we feel that we're a part of and we're fans of.
Which is gay. It is gay to feel that way.
It's 100% gay. We're very gay for that. So normal non-gay people, they fucking work hard and they live an aggressive, shitty life where they're miserable. And then every once in a while, they pop into comedy to get a quick little laugh. They use comedy for laughs. And usually they just know the most famous person that's online when they click on, like, type comedy into their fucking search bar, their phone, and like Jeff Dunham comes up, and they're like, "Oh, I like Jeff Dunham. He's comedy."
Right.
Yeah. Like if you live in Oklahoma City, first off, that sucks. You live in Oklahoma City, so your life it's already rough.
Yeah, I hope they bomb you again.
But then, secondly, you're working like what? Yeah, that would be the best thing that could happen if you live in Oklahoma City.
Fools.
But yeah, if you live in Oklahoma City, it's like you're
so fuck them.
You're limited to whatever you can do in OKC.
Okay, see.
And so yeah, you work your like whatever job, 40 hours a week, and then one day you get an email from Bricktown Comedy Club, and they're like, "Hey, Steve-O's gonna be here," and you're like, "From the TV." And that's like a lot of the country.
No, I mean, and you know what? God, like, there's, I don't mean to sound like a city slicker. It was like, there's probably not that fucking much to do. There's probably not a lot of even excuses to drink other than just like sports that are on.
Yeah, so, dude, even in Dallas,
like, shows like probably just a fun way to like an excuse to, and it's also a good first date. Like I see why it's so popular with dating. It's like, like
even in Dallas,
it's more active than a movie, and you're not paying like $100 to see like a real concert.
Yeah, like I remember, running around Dallas doing comedy.
I really like guy from the TV.
Yeah, dude, because that was the thing when I was like starting out and doing all the open mics, trying to get booked for like MC spots.
So please book us, by the way.
I remember the Hyenas in Dallas. And Dallas is like a pretty major metropolitan city.
Yeah, it's a huge city. It's like a college town, basically. Right?
And I remember Hyenas. One of the like regulars at Hyenas, one of the regular headliners was, rest in peace, Screech.
Dustin Diamond.
Dustin Diamond. That's right. Dustin Diamond would come through all the time as a headliner, and people would show up. Like it would be like a good. Who knows how many tickets he actually sold versus how many were given out for free. But Dustin Diamond would be like a legitimate headliner at Hyenas, and it would always be like the poster with his face and then like the Saved by the Bell logo. And people would be like, "Oh yeah, he was on TV. Let's go. It's a night out. We'll go spend $14 on a couple Bud Lights."
Screech. I've heard he was awful too.
I'm more of a stoner. Wake me up when it's Screech and Chong.
Yeah, dude.
Do you know where Martin Lawrence started, Dalton? Damn Genas.
What?
Instead of hyenas, damn Genas.
Oh, damn Genas.
Yeah.
No, you're right about the TV thing though, for most people and how they view it, because it's almost like, I guarantee if somebody saw that Steve-O was coming to their town, like an average person, they'd have this same excitement as if like Flo from Progressive commercials.
I would be more excited for that. If Flo from Progressive was coming to town, now I'm in.
No, you know what? If my main exposure to comedy was comedy movies, I would be. I didn't know anything about Steve. I didn't listen to podcasts. I'd be like, oh my god. If I knew nothing about comedy, I'd just be like, I fucking love Jackass.
Don't get me wrong. If it was 2004 and Steve-O was coming to my town, I'd be fucking hype as shit.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
And then he'd start doing his act, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is
this?"
If
we could get Whippets Steve-O, now we're talking. Now that's a show.
I'm not gonna lie, but here I will say this: those dumb stunts he does, those are probably fun in the room, because I've seen some. Like,
should we go see Steve-O? Should we go to a live Steve-O show?
Should we assassinate Steve-O?
I did buy tickets to see Bam, that show when he was with Vinny Beetle, and he had a meltdown, and like the show got canceled, and his career went off the rails like that day.
I know a thing or two about that.
That's why you pay to see somebody from Jackass, is because there's a possibility they'll get fucked up on drugs and somebody might get cracked on the head with a bottle. Like, that's why I'm going to see somebody from Jackass. Steve-O is like not only sober, but the gayest sober guy ever.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who got addicted to being sober, which is.
Can you guys stop smoking cigarettes outside? Please?
Yeah, they call
new
that
rule. New rule. You're a faggot, Steve-O. Get the fuck off my. Get out the club. You're bounced out the club. Yeah. Steve-O is like, he's just so self-serious, and it's like,
why self-serious?
I don't understand why Steve-O's hating from outside the club. He can't even get in. Squirtle Boys in the building. Papa Woo gang, Huntley gang, Retard gang, Bang Bang. Shout out. Hell yeah, Danny. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Dan. That was a good message.
There's people that
Danny fan.
Papa Woo was a big hit.
Papa Woo.
I love Papa Woo.
I still don't quite know what it is.
It's
Papa Woo, you see his face, right? And then you expect him to be a complete hack and not funny, but the guy is actually pretty fucking funny.
Papa Woo made me laugh.
Isn't that racist? It's like adorable.
Yeah, Papa Woo was very funny.
No, he won me over. At first, I was like, "Oh, Jesus."
Mm-hmm.
And then
we put out the link for Papa Woo.
Mask was the scariest thing I've ever fucking seen. The funniest was Drew was drunk and he sent a message. I was just, I'm driving. Wee.
Yeah, Drew, we might there's a high percentage that we catch his death on stream.
That would be good for numbers.
Sort of way.
That'd be good numbers, yeah.
Yeah, we might get kicked off this platform, but we would have made our mark.
Yeah, it would be a real make your mark.
And Drew would be fine with that sacrifice.
He'd love that. It would be a great cameo.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what? You know what? Because talking about the man from the TV. Look at Skankfest this year. Chris Kattan is going to be there.
There's a lot of guys from the TV on
Skankfest this year.
Jason Mewes, the guy from the TV.
The guy from the movies.
I feel like that's kind of meant to be like half it's cool and we actually think that's cool, and half like see, like kind of like what they're doing with Limp Bizkit right now.
Well, Lewis loves the circus aspect. Like there's like the
Limp Bizkit's cool though. Limp Bizkit's great.
Limp Bizkit is actually great.
I mean, even if you don't like Limp
Bizkit, we love Limp Bizkit because we're smart.
Yeah,
but most people are they don't want to do things my way.
But I'm saying, but the thing about Limp Bizkit though is like even if you don't like their music, like if you don't like Fred Durst or whatever, there's no denying that like Wes Borland is an amazing guitar player.
Yeah, and it's like fun. I don't know. I like Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit is like if the Beastie Boys were talented.
Yeah. Thank you.
I like some Beastie Boys songs. I know, but Dr. Drew, the guy from the TV.
Yeah, from the TV.
Yeah, but we like all Limp Bizkit songs.
That's true.
Yeah.
We do like
I would pay to see Limp Bizkit live like 10 more times, probably. I don't think I would pay to see Dr. Drew, the guy from the TV, even though Dr. Drew probably meant more to me growing up than Limp Bizkit did.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit's awesome. And it's like a solid band, you know. John Otto and DJ Lethal, Wes Borland, like it's all very...
Last Week Tonight with John Otto.
Yeah, I would watch that show.
Limp Bizkit Tonight with
I
John
wonder if there's a black comedian named the guy from the TV.
The guy from the TV.
The guy from I mean, we could.
There was a crazy ass homeless adjacent comedian who basically he was basically like a crazy version of Rodney Dangerfield, kind of like a bag of props. And he went by Mr. TV.
That's great. That's good.
That's a good name.
Mr.
Like
TV.
It was so LA, like just this crazy based Tim and Eric character. It was like, hey, when I go up there, can you introduce me as Mr. TV? Like
Mr. TV sounds like he'd open for Tony Casino.
Yeah, it sucks that comedy got so.
Yes.
It sucks that comedy got so popular and so like I don't know, like just the thing that, because going to open mics, there used to be like tons of those kinds of guys, but then comedy just became like then open mics eventually was just all finance dudes and tech guys.
Those guys are still there. They're just in small scenes and LA was the mecca for those guys. There's so many guys who like moved to LA thinking they were going to make it, but they were just nut jobs and they just like fell into comedy.
This is pretty funny.
Mr. TV is Jim Norton.
I'd say he's more of a radio guy, but I guess that makes sense.
Yo, speaking of, I'm obsessed with that that guy, that TV, I guess he or she's a TV or something that's blowing up online. She just did a soft white underbelly. Have you guys seen the Queen of Melrose?
No, I haven't.
No.
Dude, this is who the Queen of Melrose is who Tim Dillon wishes he was. This is who he's like pretending to be.
Dude, by the way, how funny is it that I watched that Jiminy Glick, that new one? It's Tim Dillon.
That is the most. We got to get Nick back on because that's the most astute observation.
Yeah, I
that Tim Dillon is just doing Jiminy Glick.
Like that was spot on, Nick. All right, I gotta be right back.
Okay. Craig, do you know about the Queen of Melrose?
I haven't seen.
Yo, this is who Tim Dillon is pretending to be. Is this kind of guy? He's like an old school gay who is like heavy smoker and has this deep gravelly voice, but also very gay, and has just been in Los Angeles forever. And I don't even know how this guy. He's just extremely.
He's like gay royalty.
He's gay royalty. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like what like Tim Dillon is trying to become, or pretending, or wishes he was. Just an actual queen gay guy who's like a beloved Los Angeles hero.
It is funny that there seems to be, and it's not in all cases, but it seems that there is an unspoken power to being like a certain type of gay guy, like that class and almost intelligence that comes with it. But at the same time, some gay people are the most dysfunctional people you'll ever fucking meet.
Yeah, well, that's the thing you get from this guy is that prior to his sobriety and instability, he was a complete fucking wreck. Or she, I guess she, there's like an old gay thing. It's not even like they're trans. It's just that there was like a type of gay dude who just went by she, but was not like trans or anything. It's just like like
in the drag queen.
Yeah, like how gay guys used to just call each other girl and she and all that. But then all the I don't know.
I used to call him.
Yeah.
Hey sissy.
Yeah, but dude, this guy's amazing. You gotta check out Queen of Melrose.
I'll check it out.
He's very funny.
It's not like HT, right?
No. It's this guy on Melrose is like a fashion designer. He's like a big time fashion guy. Like he's made clothing for Shaq and all these like celebrities.
Is he bald?
No, he looks like, do you remember when Sebastian Bach was fat?
Yeah.
He looks exactly like fat Sebastian Bach. Or the other one, who's the guy from Poison? Had a TV show on VH1.
Bret Michaels,
like kind of like that kind of guy, like 80s hair metal.
He's
has been.
He's Sebastian Fatbuck.
Yeah, Sebastian Fatbuck. You got that there in North? You got Fatback in North Carolina?
Is that like a place?
No, Fatback. It's
or
like
the food.
It's a food. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Fatback.
Okay, nice. You go to Shoney's, get a little Fatback.
Yeah, Fatback. Yeah, everywhere has that, right?
That's a Southern thing, dude.
Oh,
you're only gonna in fact that's only like a Southeast thing. Like you're only gonna find that in like where you are in Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia. Like you go far enough west, you stop seeing that.
That's one of those things you eat and you're like, this shit's good, but I can tell I'm dying.
I can feel this like shaving years off my life. Yeah. My grandma used to make it all the time, and you could find it at Shoney's and everywhere. And I remember
I ain't seen a Shoney's in a minute.
Shoney's good.
Yeah.
But I remember eating it as a kid and just being like, yeah, this is, even then I was like, this is killing me. This is not good.
What is it?
Fatback.
It's like a pussycat.
No, it's a Southern dish. Let me look up exactly what it is. If I'm not mistaken, I think it is just fried hog fat.
It tastes like if you were just, I don't know. It tastes good, but it tastes like you're just pouring a salt shaker in your mouth.
Yeah, it's very salty.
Ew.
It's like fat. It's literally what the name is. It's like the fat off of a pig's back.
It almost kind of tastes like a salty pork rind.
Yeah, and then you deep fry it.
Pork rinds are good.
Pork rinds
I
are
love
amazing.
a pork rind.
They're keto.
Are they?
I think so. I think they're like 0 carbs.
Oh, maybe I'll get some pork rinds.
Do some pork rinds and a little Louisiana hot sauce, or maybe Crystal even. That's a very good combination. Really good. Yeah,
well, that's a good question. What's your guys' favorite hot sauce?
Okay, now we talking like table sauces, like common.
I guess sriracha.
Because there's different flavors and different uses depending on the.
I'm thinking Latin influence.
Okay, so if we're going, if we're going Latin, Cholula's good, but I think the selling point of Cholula, what makes it enticing for people, is just that wooden cap on it. Just has a fancy wooden cap.
It's a little thicker than the other ones too, though.
Because I usually, if I'm going Latinx sauce, if I'm going for one of those, I go for the Black Label Valentina, the extra spicy.
Black Label Valentina is top tier for sure. I like Cholula just because it's not too bold. Cholula can go with a lot of shit. That's why I keep a bottle of Cholula. But my ultimate favorite, I think, is probably Tapatio.
Tapatio is amazing. Yeah, Tapatio and Valentina are like my top two of those kinds of sauces. But then if we hop over to the vinegar based sauces like Louisiana, Crystal, Tabasco.
What's the one you liked, Dalton?
Valentina.
I don't think I've had
Valentina and Tapatio.
That's what they have a lot, at least in North Carolina at Mexican restaurants. Usually is Valentina.
Yeah, because you can get
you're right. This is the best one.
Yeah, you can get like an industrial sized bottle for like $6.
Yeah, this shit was. Yeah, Stuart actually turned me on to this. This shit is the best.
Ooh, that's a good Pat DeRose in the chat. That's a very good suggestion. That's a good answer. El Yucateca is a very good one.
Yeah,
but that's real spicy though.
If we're going regular old hot sauce, I feel like tried and true is Texas Pete.
I like Texas Pete, but of those types of sauces, my gold standard is Louisiana.
Oh no, I just realized, guys, we're doing taste chuds right now.
We are doing taste chuds.
Taste chuds.
Taste chuds.
Well, wait, one of us has to suck the dick of a trans, and then we'll be fully taste chuds.
And then just all three of us are like me. Yeah, when it comes to like the vinegar based sauces like that, I mean, I usually go with Louisiana or Crystal, but I guess I lean mostly towards Louisiana. But then because I'm not really partial to Tabasco. I could go the rest of my life without
Tabasco is so overrated.
I could go the rest of my life without ever eating Tabasco again. But the specialty signature series Chipotle Tabasco at Chipotle, I'll go to Chipotle just to steal that, just to grab that off the shelf.
My favorite is the Dan Wicks Tabasco.
Very good.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. On that note, I'm gonna pee.
Oh damn, we're doing rotating PPs.
Yeah,
my
Dalton's
Chipotle
next.
is always out of that Tabasco. How do you
I
get
know
that
you.
Tabasco? Also, can you get that Tabasco not at Chipotle? Or
They
is that
should.
just
I've never. I don't think you can get it at the store. I've never seen it
That's so
outside
stupid.
Chipotle.
It's the best Tabasco.
It's the only reason to go Chipotle at this point is to get that fucking.
Chipotle fucking. I think I went into this yesterday.
We were just talking about this, yeah.
It pissed me off so much.
Yeah. Now Sriracha is good, but that is like kind of a class unto itself. That's like its own thing.
I love it. I think it tastes good. Just like it does overpower everything a lot of the time, but it's so good.
Yeah, Sriracha is very, very good. Yeah. I really enjoy just like a simple bowl of rice with some sriracha on it.
That is a nice meal.
It's a nice little treat. Maybe some chicken. Throw a little chicken and rice, and then some sriracha. Maybe a light dab of soy sauce. That's good.
Get it, dab.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dab.
A dab will do you.
Yeah, a little dab will do you.
What is? Do you like hot dogs or hamburgers more?
We are just doing taste chuds.
Why not?
Probably. I like both, but probably hamburgers more than hot dogs.
Hamburger.
Because a hot dog you can really only cook one way. I mean, you can boil it, grill it, whatever, but you can't. You don't season or zhuzh up a hot dog. You do that when you make it after it's cooked. You add whatever accoutrement you want to the hot dog. Whereas like a burger, when you have the ground beef, it's versatile.
Mm-hmm.
So usually what I do,
dogs?
usually what I do with a burger is I got the ground beef and I'll like season it with just like just simple salt and pepper, and then cook it on a griddle or a skillet with some onions, and then melt a slice of American cheese on it, and then put that on a toasted bun.
Fuck, I want to make. I'm hungry again now. I just ate.
Yeah, and if you have like good quality meat and cook it the right way with a hamburger.
Hey, pause, bro.
But if you have like really good quality meat and prepare it the right way, cook it well enough, once you assemble the burger, you don't even need any condiments. Like if you've cooked it well enough, you know what I mean? Like that flavor of like the meat and the onions and the cheese and all that is really good. Just like as like a simple, elegant burger. No, you don't need no ketchup, mustard, or onions and tomatoes and bullshit to put on the burger. Everything's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's your guys' favorite? If you're eating a burger, what's your go-to? If you had any option, what slice are you putting on that thing? I like some Colby Jack on a burger.
Oh, American every time.
Cheddar or pepper jack?
Like some white American, like some good American cheese, not the Kraft single, right?
Kraft singles is great. Yeah. Like usually
Kraft single's not thick enough.
Throw on 2 slices. But yeah, I usually go American cheese because it melts the best.
A Kraft single on your burger.
Yep.
That's your taste maker.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
slice of cheese.
I'm not wrong about this. Ask anybody. Maybe not a Kraft single. I'll use a Kraft single, but
I got nothing wrong with American. It's just like that's bottom of the barrel cheese.
Ask anyone, and they'll tell you the best cheese on a burger is American cheese.
Yeah, maybe like some good American cheese, like some deli American cheese, not no Kraft fucking McDonald's ass shit.
All right.
I like cheddar.
This is the arena.
Fair enough. Really You've proven my mind. You're right. I'm just saying, like, if I go to the store, usually the only American cheese they got at the store is Kraft singles. But you're right. Like a nicer American cheese would be preferable.
A Colby Jack, a provolone.
But
how about American cheese?
American cheese, yeah.
American cheese is already Mar because he's an American hero.
What's so you guys are from the South. What's the best barbecue order, do you think? Like, what's the best meat and side combo?
So
You got brisket.
I like
pulled pork.
I like pulled pork with
sandwich or naked.
Well, Dalton is Texas and I'm North Carolina, so that's like two completely different worlds of
yeah, but I mean,
what is the difference between the two barbecues?
Texas
is good.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man, because we talked about this. I did live in North Carolina for a couple of years, really young. North Carolina barbecue is insane.
Yeah, I love it, but it's clear like it's not the type of barbecue you'd give to somebody like a Yankee looking for some good barbecue.
Yeah, it is this, and it's the sauce that really makes it unique to the area and also repulsive because it's like straight vinegar, dude. It's all vinegar.
Vinegar-based barbecue.
Texas puts a lot of emphasis on brisket and like beef barbecue, but especially brisket. But I actually prefer pulled pork.
Yeah, and that's honestly what I feel like Carolina does really well. That's like the vinegar base works really well for pulled pork. That's what I go to every time.
Yeah,
I've been pulling my pork.
Yeah, I like pulled pork. I like pulled pork with a on the side like a grilled. I'll take a grilled jalapeno is like a side thing, and then some baked beans and a little mac and cheese.
Yeah, what the fuck? John Castle need to stay his ass inside. I don't know what he's talking about.
Who the fuck likes Cheese Whiz? The only people I know that put Cheese Whiz on anything is Philly cheesesteaks, and I feel like even then, like people don't like it. It's just like how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, I'm not big on Cheese Whiz. I like Easy Cheese, like the can spray, the aerosol.
I like the wash cheese ting wizards.
Yeah.
I like to wash these.
Watch it. You can watch these.
No.
Dirty wash these nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in the chat said that I was just that my name was invoked on the regs. I don't like being talked about.
Wait, really?
That's what
at the same time as we're on.
Yeah,
I mean, guys, think about our social impact. We're
Lewis
on
fears
at
us.
the same time as the regs, and they're talking about us.
Lewis fears what we're.
That's why they're talking about you.
Because we're on at the same time.
Yeah, because we're eating into their audience.
Well,
and we're capable of pulling off a show without a hitch, without any producers. Or
I guess Bobby Kelly would be mad if we ate into anything of his, but but they're not actually live though, right? They pre-record.
Yeah, it's a premiere, but the regs is honestly a really fucking good show. It's one of the worst that we could be up against. It's really fucking good.
Yeah,
but we're live. They're not, so you just
live.
watch that later. If you don't watch this live, you might miss your chance to
give us money.
What did they say? What did they say about Dalton Runaway?
He could be lying. I don't know.
Slav might be lying.
Some people have been trying to stir shit up.
Yeah, we might need to get some help for one of our boys.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, we need some help for one of our boys.
Yeah, because that was concerning what happened earlier today.
Yeah, he kind of smiled at me in DM in a nice way. He just like, I don't think he's doing too good.
Yeah, and he's our boy.
I'll never talking about this. Everyone knows who we're talking about.
It's Sweez. Sweez has just gotten very manic.
I'll just say this: I'll never turn my back on him.
Yeah, and he's just been DMing a lot of people a bunch of random stuff.
He might be having fun.
He might just be having fun.
Yeah.
He sent me an Xbox, so
he sent you an Xbox.
Yeah, I haven't revealed that yet, but Sweez, I guess I was talking online about how I'm very excited for the new NCAA game, and I'm gonna get a new gen console just for it. And then Sweez hit me in the DM and was like, "This was weeks ago, by the way." But Sweez, I'm not guilty of anything. But Sweez DM me and he was like, "Yo, I got an extra Xbox that I got for my brother, but he wanted a PlayStation, so I just got an Xbox sitting around." And he was like, "You want me to send it to you?" And I was like, I thought for a second, and I was like, "Do I let Sweez have my address for an Xbox?" And I was like, I won't live here forever, so fuck
Dude,
it. Yes, send me the Xbox.
You're gonna get a knock on your door and step outside, and you're gonna see that RV parked in the driveway.
Robbie Goodwin.
I can take Squeeze if it comes down to it. God forbid. God forbid.
Yeah, no, you don't want to.
That's the fucking bid.
Squeeze, if you come to my house, you better bring a gun, buddy.
Oh, hey, Crack. Look at these super chats coming in.
Michael Hall, against his better judgment, gives me money. I know Michael Hall doesn't like me. He likes Dalton. He hates me.
Why? What do you mean?
I can tell.
That's not true.
Thank you, Michael Hall, for the $20.
If someone actually hated any of us, they wouldn't watch this show. They just
certainly wouldn't give us $20.
No, you check out he's trying to wave his big bucks in my face. But thank you, Michael Hall. I see what you're trying to do. But
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Michael Hall rules.
Wait, there was another super chat that came. Did you read
the game's
that?
gonna be probably like $60, but I'll put that towards the game.
King of the Iron Fist, Heihachi.
Oh, Heihachi.
He sent us $2 Crack Amico dollars. He said Dalton disrespect.
Oh, Dalton disrespect. Hell yeah. Thank you, Heihachi. $2 in Crack Amico dollars, which is actually $257.
Mm-hmm.
So appreciate that.
I watched by the way, did y'all see the trailer for the new Zemeckis tank?
Thank you, Sweeze, for the Xbox, by the way. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't
yeah. He also gave me a lot of money one time, and I really appreciate that too.
Yeah, and Sweeze, you could send me a original Xbox so I can play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic again.
Battlefront ruled.
Yeah, Battlefront was cool. But I really like Knights of the Old Republic. That was a cool game.
I never played that one.
Knights of the Old Republicans?
The Knights of the Old Republicans, yeah. No, but Knights of the Old Republic is awesome. That's a really cool game. It was like an RPG type game. Like, it was one of the first games where it was like, you could be good or evil. Your decisions impact the game or whatever.
I love games like that.
Yeah, it was like one of the early games that was trying to do that, like, morality element to it. And yeah, you could become you're Jedi, and you're on it's like, I think it takes place like 4,000 years before anything from the movies. Like, it's its own story. It's really good.
Yeah. Do you guys remember that Soul Calibur that had like Darth Vader in it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that was a good
Darth
one.
Vader. That was fucking insane. I love that.
There was those years where each new Soul Calibur game for each console would have its own special guest. Which I guess nobody does that anymore.
There was that one Soul Calibur girl had two real special guests I liked. I remember.
I think Ivy. Yeah, I think her name was Ivy.
Edna, how many crack dollars is $2 Canadian? 7,000. Thank you. Appreciate it. Brosa Smith says shout out Sumo. Yeah, honestly, like, we talk about Sweeze. We praying for the Sweeze dog, but we also praying for Sweeze's dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sumo.
Yeah, most of all.
Because there was
so many Soul Calibur characters have heavy hangers.
Heavy hangers, dude. Very impractical for sword fighting, those giant tits.
Yeah.
and practical jousters.
Yeah, Soul Calibur was tight, dude. Because
starring Soul Volcano.
Part 2 was the first one to do that, because Part 2 came out and there was Xbox, GameCube, and PlayStation 2.
Wait, Part 2 King?
Part 2 King. So Soul Calibur 2 on Xbox had Spawn. You could play Spawn. And then on GameCube, you could play. They had Link. And then PlayStation 2 was Heihachi Mishima, which was kind of the most disappointing one. Because it was like, well, this is just from another fighting game. This is
Link is the coolest.
Yeah, and then
Link is sick.
And then I can't remember one year it was like Soul Calibur 3 or 4 where on Xbox you could play as Darth Vader, and then PlayStation was Yoda. Yeah, that was awesome.
I love when they do shit like that. I haven't played games in so long. I just that's one of those things that I fell out of.
Yeah,
I don't game at all anymore, and I miss it.
I gamed through the pandemic. Like, I got really into Breath of the Wild. That was awesome. The Zelda game.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I played Luigi's Mansion in the pandemic, I remember.
And then I sunk
which was terrifying.
And then I probably sunk like 1,000 hours into like Bloodborne and all the Dark Souls games. Like, I played through all those.
I just replayed Arkham Knight. That was really fun.
Oh yeah, Batman.
The only thing I consistently go back to is, at least playing by myself, is I get a 64 emulator like every couple years and play Super Mario 64. I have to play that like every couple years.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love that game.
I played it so much that I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever play it again because I've just played through it so many times.
I go deep onto like nostalgia kicks though. Like I go back, I think maybe since I turned 30 especially, but I'll go back and play like 64 emulators, and I go back and watch old wrestling and shit. Like,
I've got the Mario RPG remake for the Switch, and I only played a bit of it, and I was like, I feel like I only got this for the nostalgia factor.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do that with movies. Like, I'll watch movies I watched.
There's less of a time commitment with movies, though.
Yeah, I watch movies that I watched as a kid. Like last night, I just watched Predator again.
Oh, the Dr. Disrespect thing.
Yeah, the P. Diddy documentary.
I watched a movie about you called Redditor.
Come on, please don't be mean to me. No, I watched Alien the other night, and then I watched Predator last night.
Robert Gibson raises a good point.
Nostalgia, get your ass in the house.
Nostalgia, get your ass in the house.
Yeah, Predator's awesome.
I like the Jewish version of Predator called Creditor.
Yeah, you see like the thermal vision.
Oh, the Jewish version.
It just shows people's credit scores.
Movement.
It shows their change in their pockets.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Predator's tight. Because like Alien is all about like the horrors of capitalism and corporations and the lengths that a corporation is willing to go to procure, whatever they want to further their own pursuit of capital and their endeavors at the expense of the worker. Ultimately is what's being said there by sending the crew of the Nostromo to collect the specimen.
You're a Nostromo.
Yeah, please don't be mean to me. But Predator is just about guys being dudes in the jungle and being badasses.
It's kind of a mashup of the two big genres of the time, like dudes rock action with Arnold, and then half just like over the top 80s sci-fi horror.
Please don't be mean to me is also a great thing to say if somebody's like, you're trying to get to a point and somebody's cutting you off.
Yeah, please don't be mean to me.
Please don't be mean to me. And then continue. Yo, honestly,
I have to trim this mustache. It's not very well done.
You have to leave right now to go trim your mustache?
No. Someone was talking about it in the
chat. Dude,
this is not its final form, is all I'm trying to say.
We gotta say Arnold Schwarzenegger has to be top.
I'm sorry,
5.
What?
That's what we should call this. This has to be every hack joke, but that's what you call black Jewish people, right?
Yeah. There you go. I actually have not heard that before.
But it's probably too racist. But Arnold Schwarzenegger
neighbor
has to be like top 5 dudes that's ever existed, right?
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, of course, yeah.
He's in amazing. The finale of 2.5 Men. Weirdly,
imagine if you went to another country and just became like the best dude ever.
Like he excelled in every single American field.
Yeah, bodybuilding.
It's so funny. He's in the
movies.
I love it. Him and Shaq, when they try to cast either of them in a drama as someone that's not Arnold Schwarzenegger or Shaq, it's always such a stretch.
Schwarzenegger, even like I think he did like achieve like probably the highest political position you can get to.
Yeah, as a foreigner, yes, governor of California. Yeah, that's basically the president of the most important state.
It's like him and Henry Kissinger, the two foreigners who
went all the way to the top. But it's crazy to be governor, the most dominant athlete of the 70s, and then the most dominant action star of the 80s. Like that's a hell of a resume.
And the guy couldn't even fucking like. He was learning how to speak English, and they were like, "You're the biggest star anyway."
Yeah, like the first movie he did the first movie he did, that Hercules movie, it was one of the first.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke English so poorly they had to dub over him. They had to get like another guy to come in and re-record the lines, because Arnold Schwarzenegger just could not speak English well enough for the movie. So it's him in the movie, but then all the lines are being read by somebody in a sound booth.
He might have been a CIA operative.
Maybe. And
Arnold?
like in Conan the Barbarian,
Conan.
But to distinguish it,
Conan.
It is Conan.
I don't want to. Yeah, to
it actually is Conan historically.
Yeah, to
really?
create some distinction between him and Conan O'Brien. There's Conan and Conan.
No, it's actually Conan and Conan O'Brien.
Yes. But in Conan the Barbarian, they figured it out by just giving him like one page of dialogue of lines in that movie. He barely talks in that movie.
I like Conan and Cambria.
Conan. I like Conan and Kumi.
Should we watch another Coheed and Cambria music video? Do you guys
why
want
not?
You could have been all I want. That's the only song I know.
But you don't get in the round. That's a cool song, man.
It goes fucking hard.
It's good, man.
And his voice is you guys said it yesterday, but his voice is very Geddy Lee-esque.
Dude, yeah, he's a castrato, dude. He sounds like a little boy. You guys nuts cut off.
Yeah, it's very it's a spiritual successor to Rush, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
my name is Stefan Castle.
Okay. Rush wrote one of Rush's big songs, one of their big albums, and the song from the album is called 2112.
Mm-hmm.
And then Coheed and Cambria on their second album, In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3, the last track on that album is called 2113. So, I've heard that like Claudio say that they weren't necessarily influenced by Rush, but how you gonna name a song 2113?
Right.
And say, that's got to be a direct reference to Rush.
I bet he was just sick of people comparing them to him, even though they were like a big influence.
Beyond even the voice, though, like their themes, like their thematic elements in their songs are kind of like Rush too, like all that.
Yeah,
it's all about space and rocket ships, and,
nerd shit, which is cool, but
yeah, like there's a whole story there. Like every album, except they have one album that's not part of this like big space opera story that he's doing. Because going back as far as 2002 with the first album, The Second Stage Turbine Blade, that's the beginning of the Amory Wars. And so, there's like 15 albums that are all part of this story about like space and
I call it the Final Frontier.
Yeah.
My favorite album from them is Get Rush or Die Trying. That'd be sick. It would have been sick if some rock bands back in the day just named their shit like ignorant ass shit.
Like Get Rush or Die Trying.
Yeah, Rush should have been Get Rush or Die Trying.
Yeah.
At least one album.
Well, I was just listening earlier. Did you guys watch the...
Do you think Sal is listening to Rush right now?
Yeah, probably.
Or listening to Coheed and Cambria. Do you think that he enjoyed that? I liked when you valiantly declared battle between you and Lewis to spar in naming Coheed and Cambria lore.
Yeah. Which to be honest, I'm not like well read on the Amory Wars. I don't know that much. I'm just saying I probably know more about it than Lewis does.
Lewis just probably liked it just because he has a personal connection to it.
Yeah, Lewis just has met the guy. He like grew up with him or whatever.
You're in the Mammary Wars.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Now, that sounds cool. Like
that's
two women like titty slapping each other. That'd be cool.
It was the breast of times. It was the worst of times.
Dude, I would love some breast and some sausages, some wurst. I would like that.
I would also like that. Ooh, are we going back to our favorite barbecue orders?
Oh, sausage is good. Yeah, sausage is good.
Bratwurst and chicken breast, quite frankly.
Dude, a nice smoked chicken.
Yeah.
Like the one you get at Medieval Times.
Well, you get like a quarter chicken at a lot of barbecue places.
Yeah.
What about are you guys dark or white meat guys when it comes to a nice chicken?
I switch off.
Whether it's chicken or pussy, I go for
I would
that
say
dark.
I would
that
say like
dark
chicken
meat.
more. I default dark, but a lot of times I'll get white meat, and then I'll be like, I'm glad I got that. That was very good.
I like dark. I really like legs. Like sometimes I get all legs.
I like
Ooh,
legs
yeah.
when they open.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Oh yeah. That was very risky. That was 2 sunglasses jokes within like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta be
Take it easy, Dr. Disrespect.
You gotta be discerning with the sunglasses.
I've never even done one before. I need to start doing that too.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. It's fun to have props and do things. Dude, speaking of nerd ass music, I just watched. Did you guys see the trailer for that?
Oh, Pharrell?
Bizarre fucking looking Robert Zemeckis movie that's coming out with Tom Hanks and Robin Wright.
It's making me crazy.
Dude, Zemeck Amico.
Wait, Robert Zemeck Amico? God damn it.
Robert Zemeckis is releasing a movie. There's a movie coming out with Tom Hanks and Robin Wright called Here. And it's the conceit of the movie, which I guess is kind of interesting. It's one static shot. It's just like a static camera that in the movie takes place over the course of 100 years.
Oh.
So in the trailer, it looks like in the trailer, it shows like dinosaurs and fucking tribal people and shit. And then like a house being built. And then it looks like the characters in the movie is about the family that moves into this house eventually, Tom Hanks and Robin Wright and all, the movie, to be honest with you, the movie looks like dog shit. And they do that uncanny, like de-aging thing with them. Mm. So it's like 80s Hanks, but it's now Hanks, but the 80s Hanks.
Okay.
But the song that they use in the trailer is a song I really like. And that did tug on my heartstrings a little bit because it's that, the band. This is back to nerd ass music. You know the band Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Who's on first?
It's that song.
Yes, fucking rules.
Yeah, I've seen All Good People.
I saw Yes live, but the guy, it was a different singer.
Yeah.
Roundabout is my shit.
Yeah.
That's the opening to the closing to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
My dad's a big Yes fan.
But the song they use in the trailer is that one that's like
Wake me up when it's Chet Hanks.
It's time. You know that song?
Mm-hmm. What song is that?
It's
that
called,
one. Yeah.
I've Seen All Good People. Is the song. Anyway, that got me, but I don't, dude, these Zemeckis pictures, going back as far as Forrest Gump.
He hasn't had a good one since Flight, I think.
He's been putting out some turds, dude. I mean, he's running out the clock on any Roger Rabbit goodwill that he might have built up.
Roger Rabbit Goodwill. That's my full name, actually.
He's been putting out fucking dog shit
in 2018. Welcome to Marwin. Okay, welcome to Marwin. He had a movie called Welcome to Marwin.
But going back as far as Forrest Gump, I don't like it when shit tugs on my heartstrings. Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
Don't try and tug on my heartstrings.
I thought you wanted people to tug on something else during the
yes, I would like you to tug on I would like it if someone would tug on my penis. Stay far away from my heartstrings.
Sal requested I tug on his cheese strings.
Oh yeah, I just got a text from Sal.
What's he want? He wants smoke.
What?
He's eating barbecue in his car. He sent me a picture. He's got barbecue in his car, and he said, "This is called carbecue." And he's just got barbecue in his lap.
I take it back. He's a genius.
He's a genius.
He has kids.
He's a man with children.
He's like, my family doesn't get me and my humor. Like barbecue.
Barbecue.
Dude, I want barbecue now. I already ate dinner though, but I'm still hungry.
I want barbecue.
Bill barbecue. New side, 2 sides. So what's the best side? I like broccoli salad a lot.
Broccoli salad?
What
Like the
fuck
sweet.
kind of
Crack hang up on Robbie.
The one from Mighty Quins. You ever go to Mighty?
How long should we wait to bring him back?
You can go ahead and bring him back. That got me, dude. That was funny.
All right, get back in here. Dalton's the boss of the show.
Coleslaw I like too. Baked beans with burnt ends are good.
Please don't be mean to me, and please don't call me boss, because that's one of the things that probably sent me into a spiral on the last show.
You're not my god, my father, or my boss.
Oh yeah, Joe used to do that. Yeah, Michael Hall gets me. Broccoli salad with bacon is good. There's like sugar in it. It's good. It's like they did everything possible to make broccoli taste good.
Broccoli salad.
You guys never had broccoli salad barbecue?
I've had broccoli salad. I just would never order it.
I've never had broccoli in my life.
It's fantastic.
It looks like shit.
Yeah.
It does.
That's probably good.
But
not great.
I'm nobody's boss. I don't want to be anyone's boss. Don't do that to me. Don't call me a boss.
But broccoli is like, it makes the broccoli taste really good, and broccoli is like one of the best things you can eat.
It was just so fucking condescending when he would do that.
Oh, when he called you, whatever you say, boss.
of the many condescending things that were said to me.
You are the boss, though.
Please don't do that.
Please don't.
As your boss, I'm asking you to not call me boss.
Okay, boss is my father's name.
I got to get used to it.
Mr. Pruitt, you're right.
That's Doctor.
Yeah.
No, he's Dr.
Oh, I'm Dr. Phil. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Phil. Give me $1 million. I'm Dr. Phil. I'll just be this guy now.
I didn't know he did that more than once. I didn't realize he made like a franchise of podcasting out of that. I just saw him do it once.
Oh, Adam Ray thing is all he does now.
I didn't even know that. How
can anybody think comedy is good right now with some shit like that going on? It's fucking insane what we're going through right now.
Yeah, it really is a bummer how, because I'm not like in the entertainment industry or contributing too much to any of that world, but it does suck to just how I don't enjoy anything. Like there's nothing that really.
I was thinking about today. It's shocking how much things are bad.
Yeah.
There's so much that's bad. I've mentioned this before, but like when that writer's strike happened and the actor's strike, I'm like, hey guys, I mean, if you guys, we're not missing out on anything during this, and if you guys all had to just like go get jobs as servers, we'd probably be better off for it.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe that you think you're owed more to keep creating shit that sucks.
I know, yeah. And you know what's funny too is it's like that's definitely a product of there just being a billion shows now. It used to be like there was like 10 total writing jobs in Hollywood. But I don't know.
That's why I get mad when like a desperate forced meme comes along, because it's like there's so many bad things, but one thing we can always rely on to be funny is internet memes. So when something bad infiltrates, it really rocks my fucking world. That's like the one solace left is memes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is weird how like low quality a lot of entertainment is, but there's still some good movies that come out.
You watch, and I know it's commercials, but even something like commercials, you're just like, there was no fucking effort put into this whatsoever. Like the writing, the dialogue of the
now so many commercials are just dog shit now because no one really pays attention. People only watch the first 5 seconds on YouTube.
That's why Robbie, that time I still laugh about that time you're saying some shit about Deadpool or something, and you were like, he's behind me, isn't he? Because that's really how it is. Like that's how bad the fucking writing of everything you see is.
No, just no.
How about no?
How about no? Oh,
yeah,
he's right behind me.
Yeah, you know what got me the other day was like, and I posted this, that Francesca Scorsese posted that TikTok where she just put the camera on Martin Scorsese and it was just silent for a minute, and it's just Martin Scorsese holding the dog, looking into the camera. And I was like, This is more entertaining than almost everything I've seen, anything I've seen lately.
Yeah, you're getting to
That's the
see an
master.
unprocessed, unmanufactured slice of a well-respected cinematic genius's life.
Yeah,
that's so
cool.
much better than anything that people are intentionally wanting you to watch,
including all of his movies.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I think Marty is amazing.
Chris is in the building.
Oh,
Who's
Ashley Fawn.
Shout out, everybody! Subscribe to Chris. I'm personally subscribed to Chris myself, and if it's good enough for Crack, it's good enough for you. That's goddamn Crack guarantee. Shout out Chris. Shout out Cheerwine. Great drink.
Yeah, and people keep saying that like I should or we should like write something or whatever if we're so unhappy. You know, it's like we're creating the thing we're creating now. Like we do this. We're in our lane.
I also did write something and I got good feedback on it. And then it's just that, and then you just have something written. You know,
I'm constantly writing music. So.
It's hard to It's hard to get anything made, really.
Yeah, it's like we're in our fucking lane doing this, and all the podcasts that I do.
Like even Shane Gillis's sketches, he got investors for that. It's like, oh, am I supposed to get investors?
And they were also all written by McKeevers. Also,
yeah,
they're co-written. I think they.
Robbie, you look like a live-action Randy Marsh right now.
I was fucked up right now. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm in the living room and not the bedroom like usual.
Yeah. So wait, what did Lemaire do?
Having multiple rooms must be nice.
Why is
you don't have a living room?
Yeah, that's only two though: bedroom and living room and bathroom.
That's about that's the same as me. I guess we have like a little kitchen.
Are you barefoot right now?
I am indeed.
Why are you always barefoot?
Because I'm relaxing, man. This is part of RG 2.0. I kick it. Take a load off.
By the way, so why is Lemaire enemy number one right now? What
I don't. Yeah, I have no idea. I was like, did he say something about us? Like,
I think people are upset. Not just our boy Sweeze. I think there's people upset that I guess because Shane is like too busy to do the podcast now, so they're like, why? I guess they're just like, why the fuck is it Lemaire?
I think people were mad because it was the 500th episode.
The 500th.
Yeah, I'm not good with numbers. I'm a words guy.
That's why. Honestly, that's why. I don't know if it was.
Is it 500th or 500th?
500.
It's 500.
It has lost a little something too since moving to Austin. It was best when it was in Philly, and they were just like bringing in the Philly people.
Yeah, but that's why. Honestly, that's why I don't number anything on. I mean, I number the Bible studies I do; those are numbered. But on my channel, I have no clue how many episodes of anything we've done. We don't know on here. You know.
Also, this is all the way back in the day before any of them were famous. Because I remember, I was friends with Lemaire, so I'd like check what people said about him on when he was on, and they always hated him so much at first. And I can't help but think it was just because he's black. Like I was like, this is such a likable guy. Why do you guys all hate him so much?
Well, someone in the chat tried to critique him, and in his critique did the thing that he says the Lemaire is bad about. But Brand Mule in the chat said, could it be because Lemaire misspelled his name, forgot the E, is the worst podcaster of all time? He can barrel speak literally. So I think he meant to say barely. So within that critique, you did the thing that you're saying Lemaire is bad at, which is, you misspoke. But is there a figurative version of barely speaking? I'm pretty sure that's could only be literal. That's kind of redundant. Yeah, it was also a superfluous use of the word literally. It was unnecessary. Fucking idiot. you dumbass. Here comes Brand Mule trying to support us. Lemaire's a friend of the show. Lemaire's a friend of the show. Friend of the show, Lemaire.
Lemaire as it stands is a friend of the show.
He can barely stand, literally.
Yeah. And he's a stand-up comedian. Imagine that. The irony.
Yeah.
But and unless we see something concrete,
Lemaire
is a friend of the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He said he was down this. I even asked him to stream with us, and he said he was down. He's just busy a lot.
But let it be known for people out there in stream world that Squeeze is royalty in the arena.
Of course.
I'm very curious what he did to piss off Squeeze.
We need to put the bulletin out to Squeeze to see if he'll jump on and see what's going on with him.
I don't know if right now is a good time to try and have Squeeze face the public, but yeah, I mean,
he seems just kind of drunk on Twitter.
Yeah, maybe he's just having
he might just be drunk.
A bad
day on a bender.
Because he DM'd me something the other day that I was like, man, I wish I didn't see this. it was nothing like terrible. I wasn't like mad at him or nothing. It was just
was it that thing Joe said?
Yeah, he just sent me like a message that Joe had
he sent that to me too, but then I got the full context and it was like,
wait, what the fuck did Joe say?
Squeeze was kind of egging him on. He was like, Dalton keeps talking shit about you, da 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 da. And so Joe, it sounded a lot more diplomatic when in the full context.
I'm gonna go ahead and say as a banner statement, and I think I speak for all of us here. Any of our fans here, the Crowder heads, if you support us, do not go tell people that we're talking shit about them. We'll let them know.
Like, I know you think you're helping or something, but it's like I said, it's stressing me out. Don't play this game where you're telling everyone that everyone's talking shit about each other.
If we want people in the arena, we will give them a formal invitation. We don't.
I try to be like amicable. Like I try to be fair, like Fox News.
Crack amicable.
I try to be like Fox News.
Zach amicable.
Yeah, but I try to be like Fox News. I try to be fair and balanced. So
right.
You know, I certainly in the past have had have enjoyed some shit talking. But then I gotta look inside myself. I gotta look inward. And
you gotta look inward.
Yeah, that's a great Harris Whittles joke. Remember that one?
Yeah, that's,
like my therapist.
That's a really good one.
My therapist said to look inward, but I thought he said look inward. But I mean, I gotta recognize my own shortcomings in the ways in which that I have interacted with people. And it's like, yeah, I've talked some shit, and maybe
that's what your penis is, short and coming.
Ain't that the truth, brother?
He doesn't know if he's coming or going. Sideshow Bob.
Yeah. But I didn't receive any of the context for like why Joe would say that or what the conversation was they were having. It just, definitely.
Squeeze was trying to do he was trying to I think he was trying to make a Loud Boys reunion happen. But he kept being like, but it might be a problem with Dalton because he keeps talking all this shit about you and da 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 da.
I see what happened. Squeeze was trying to be a point guard podcasting.
Yeah.
There's only one point guard of podcasting, and it's LJG. Nobody else.
I'm the shooting guard of podcasting.
Yeah, please. Yeah,
I mean, center.
Just don't. Yeah, don't go. Look, we love to talk shit. For sure. If we happen to talk shit,
power bottom forward.
If we happen to talk shit about somebody, please don't go like tell them that we've done it.
If we need them to know, we will let them know, because here at the Crowder Boys, we have some rules, and we talk shit about people, but we don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah. So then,
I'm not concerned with hurting Joe's feelings.
I mean, if we do, it's fine, but we don't. When we say it,
fuck him and fuck his feelings. I'm just saying,
when we talk shit about somebody, we're not talking shit with like hoping that it will get to them. So that, like, if it does, it does. That's the price you pay,
right?
But yeah, don't. I mean, I kind of fell for it a little bit too.
Unless it's Joe Gorman, and then let him know everything that we say.
Well, then I saw a screenshot out of context, and I was like, "What?" And then I saw the whole exchange. I was like, "Oh, okay, I see why this happens." And then I told Squeeze, I was just like, "Hey, man, like this is stressing me out, so just don't." And I think he just didn't. I don't think he even knew what he was doing. I think he was just like trying to be a part of everything,
Oh, Ali Stir. Oh, I see what you did there. Ali Star Growly says, "Why is it called the Crowder Boys?" Oh, it's Crowder actually stands for coolest retards out with dicks.
DTD
erection retards.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's it.
I almost forgot that it was a Steven Crowder reference until Dalton asked his wife to come on the show.
Oh yeah, and then she deleted that tweet immediately.
Does he have any kids we can ask to come on the show?
Yeah, he has
Crowder?
like some babies.
Yeah,
So
but
we can Dr.
I think
him?
Hillary got custody of him. Hillary Crowder.
Oh no, Hillary.
Hillary. It depends on what.
How you gonna be a conservative and name someone named Hillary?
Hillary Rodham Crowder.
I think the best explanation for Crowder Boys is that it's the Louder Boys plus Crack Amico. So Crack plus Louder is Crowder.
Yeah, Crowder. It's just
but that
unfortunate
makes
that
almost
we happen
too much
to be
more sense.
we happen to be associated with a befallen conservative closeted gay.
Yeah.
Lewis?
Mm-hmm. Lois.
Lois J. Griffin.
Oh, I was thinking, guys, I don't know if I should save this for some sort of production meeting.
You were thinking, guys?
I love pause. Pause makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, that was whoa. That was hella gay. I was
Dalton
thinking
said he was watching The Boys earlier, and I was like, "Hey, yo, pause." Boys.
Right.
Craig, what were you saying?
How are you gonna be watching Boys?
How you gonna watch? He also loves Watchmen, and I was like, "How you gonna watch Men?" And he's like, "Tom's like, I'm so sorry. I meant to say I really like the new season of The Bear," and I was like, "Pause."
That's the third strike,
homie. That's what bears have.
Third strike, you out of the closet. Yeah, you're right. That is what bears have. Pause.
They pause. They big pause.
Freaky ass Dalton. He is 69 God.
Freaky ass Dalton. He is 69 God.
Dalton need to stay his ass inside.
He a fan.
Dalton,
he a fan.
You better not never go to Cell Block 1.
I would love to go to
Cell Block.
prison.
You go to Cell Block Fun. I was thinking.
I would love to spend like 5 years in jail.
It's such a funny thing to confidently say.
Just give me a nice reset on life, dude. Just a few years in jail, and then I get to have that like jelly roll redemption story.
It would be fun to like get jacked
and faggot, huh?
And not have to go to work.
I've never been soured on someone more without hearing a second of anything they do.
Well, yeah, it sounds like the jelly roll is made out of sourdough.
I thought jelly was more sweet than sour.
I have heard 0 seconds of Jelly Roll's music, but in the time since I became aware of his existence to now, I've completely become burnt out on his like whatever his deal is. Like
the amount of people that came to see him at Skankfest or like it wasn't even at Skankfest, it was like on Fremont Street. It like blocked off the whole street all day. It was crazy.
Just by standing in it?
What's that?
Just by standing in the street?
Yeah.
He blocked up the whole street. He was just standing there.
Oh, I thought it was a lot of people gathered to see him. It turns out it was just him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they were pulled into his orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he performs the sphere, he just stands on it.
Yeah. He's not on the Vegas Strip. He's on the Vegas Strip stage.
When he goes to Vegas, there's actually 2 spheres.
Yeah.
Whenever Jelly Roll's in Vegas.
Yeah.
KY Jelly Roll. Yeah, he seems like I
heard he stays at the Mandalay Way.
Like wait.
Mandalay Waits.
Right.
Sorry. What were you saying?
The Manatee.
The Manatee Bay.
The Manatee Bay.
He stays at the Manatee Bay. There we go.
No, I saw him at Planet Hollywood. He was the planet.
He just seems like, and this could be a complete act or he's just gay, but every time he's on camera, it's just the most. I'm not a big Cumia guy anymore. He sucks, but Anthony Cumia used to say a word that would really make me laugh and capture when people are being douche chilly. He's being maudlin. Like he's so everything that happens in his life and everyone around him is so great and it's such a miracle and I'm gonna cry and it's like he cries every 5 fucking seconds. Like
that is actually a great word. Yeah,
are like Jesus, please save my soul. It's like, bro, you're out. Whatever you did before, everybody forgave you. They love your fucking fat ass now. Just move on.
Yeah, I mean, it feels shitty to talk about him this way because he does seem like positive and he's trying to do good things and help people and like change the world, make the world a better place.
I didn't even know who he was, but he was nice to me at Skankfest. I was like, oh, who's this big fat guy? He's nice to me.
You could say that about most of the people at Skankfest, by the way. Who's this big fat guy?
Not any of the comedians. Not the they're nice to me part.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's just maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that he's as nice as he's constantly portraying himself as. I'd respect him more if he wasn't. And he was just like, you know what, man? I'm gonna try and make as much money as I can, and I just got to be nice to everybody, and we're all doing business. I'd be like, I get it, you're still gay, but at least you're not actually this weepy big fat faggot.
Oh, you want to know something fun? By the way, there is like I don't listen to any.
Said he stays at the XXL Caliber Hotel. That's very good. I heard he stays at the cheeseburger Deluxor.
Okay.
And it's at the Cosmopolitan. He stays at the Neapolitan.
I wish he'd stay at the Caesar Salad Palace.
I heard he stays at the Diabetian Hotel. Hold on. Let me try and think of more.
I think that's it.
I don't know what's in Vegas, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I know.
I heard he stays at the Omelette du Mirage Hotel.
Okay. You know, but speaking of mean comedians, Robbie,
the Golden Chicken Nugget is where he stays.
Okay, there we go. And scene. You still thinking of some?
Yeah. I've got some in the chamber.
Okay.
No, you got it.
So I don't listen to many podcasts really these days. I mostly listen to Coheed and Cambria, but there is there's a podcast I tune into every now and then. It's hosted this guy. His name is Brian Quimby, and it's the podcast.
Vote Quimby.
Do what?
Vote Quimby.
Vote Quimby.
Vote Quimby.
But he does a podcast called Guys. A podcast about guys.
The Borgata have more French fries.
Hey, pause. How you gonna do a podcast about guys?
How you gonna listen to guys?
But it's just
that's crazy.
It's a show where it's just kind of like a nice little show where he profiles different types of guys, or he talks about like different subsets of like fandoms, or like guys who are really into grilling or into certain things. Mm-hmm. And he posted something the other day that got me, where he said he's doing research for the next episode, and he's doing stand-up comedy guys. And he tweeted something where he was like, "This might be the most like bleak episode that I've done." He was like, "These guys are so fucking toxic and mean."
Oh my god, you gotta send that to me.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the because it was like to see that perspective, like somebody who doesn't do stand-up or is not in that world. And
I heard Jelly Roll stars in Beer and Loafing in Las Vegas.
That's good.
I heard he stays at the MG M&M Hotel. The M&M Grand. Damn it. Almost had it.
I'm trying to see what he put, because dude, this really made me like reconsider the last like decade of my life, when just to see what someone's outside perspective on this is. Let me see what he posted.
Kenneth Tribbett with the $5. Thank you, Kenneth. You get a kiss. From Crack Amico.
Let's see.
Let's be quiet while Dalton finds this.
The flamingo cheese?
Oh, here's what he said. This is the thing that got me. He said, over the past year and a half, I've said that certain guys are needlessly combative. Guitar guys, grilling guys, and comic book guys. Stand-up comedy guys are the meanest people on the planet.
Wow, you gotta send that to me.
Yeah, I'll send that to you. But I mean, it's like, yeah, he's been posting about it here and there, just the dark rabbit hole he's been going down.
Oh shit. Yo, Chris, I'll see you at WrestleCade, bro. Hell yeah.
Oh, I also heard that Jelly Roll is staying at the Sausage Link. And said a Mandalay's Bay. I forgot, it's the Manatee Bay, yes, but it's also the Mandalay's Chips. Chris,
I'm gonna be there on Saturday. So if you're there Saturday, I'll see you. I'm going to see fucking Kurt Angle. I think JR is supposed to be there if he can get his health right. But guys, I'm gonna meet Chris. We're both going to WrestleCade.
Hell yeah.
WrestleCade's fucking sick. Sorry.
I said at Circus one time, but there's too many politicians.
Where's that? Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, it's in Washington, D.C. Circus, or I call it White House. Congress.
Yeah, who's the president and VP this year? Barnum and Bailey?
That, by the way, official Crowder Boys merch is Barnum Bailey 2024 shirts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, when they say the State of the Union is strong, all I hear is step right up.
Oh, dude. Token Tony, can you please make Barnum Bailey campaign shirts for us?
Barnum and Bailey J.
Barnum and Bailey.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's already a circus enough.
yeah.
Let me tell you. Barn Dog and Bailey.
I'd tame her elephant. That doesn't work.
Mhm.
Tame her, grab her by the pussy, but
It's
like
really more of an elephant though than a lion.
Yeah. Lions are big cats though, so you can call them pussies.
I think trans girls give a whole new meaning to junk in their trunk.
And you know, well, Joe Brandon is always lying.
Lee Rector damn near killed her in chat.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! Everybody that smokes weed in the chat, go ahead and blaze up right now. Lee
Rule,
Rector
thank you.
just gave us the 420, and everybody, you're welcome to give us some presents if you want. The presents are on.
Lev Ferd damn near killed her.
What happened?
What
happened?
Oh, my shit froze up for a second. Am I
here? Yeah, I saw that you cut out for a second. Your voice delayed, but you're back.
Cut it out.
I got my shit on froze.
You guys want to get into some?
Jelly Roll also stated the dessert. So the D.
The D to dessert.
The D to D. I say the D to D.
Oh, two things I want to tell you guys before I pee real quick. I was gonna say earlier. Well, I'll say this one first because this one's quick. But I was thinking, like the podcast cringe and Too Lazy to Try, like the guys who cover the podcast.
Yeah.
People. I want to just say this before somebody else does. I'm gonna start calling them D to DMZ instead of TMZ.
That's good. D to DMZ. I like that a lot
because they cover D to Ds and they are themselves D to Ds.
They really are. But I mean, it's a great business model because those channels get like crazy numbers.
I'm gonna rip into them on Saturday, so everybody make sure to tune into the Crack House Live.
They're getting a little too big. They're getting a little too themselves cringe for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They. I mean, as fun as it is to talk shit about all these different entertainers and comedians or whatever, though, I mean, those guys have like nothing to offer, like especially nothing.
Well, I just also don't think they have real points of view at a certain point when they just always talk about Bert. It's like, I feel like you're only doing this to get views. It's not.
The best is when they go, and this disgusting fat piece of shit slaw Bert Kreischer was totally eviscerated by cool and totally humble comedian Tony Hinchcliffe.
Exactly.
Yeah, I watch those videos to fulfill some sick desire to hate things. But those guys are fucking losers.
They don't know.
I've got a lot of thoughts on that.
Too Lazy also took shots at you, Crack.
Yeah, I got some thoughts coming Saturday.
Okay, so I guess like Crack Amico took back his song and he said that he likes Bert now. I don't know if it's like a joke or not, but it sounds like it's not.
Yeah.
Fucking but the second thing that might draw some conversation. So I was thinking for a model, and we can talk about this here in front of the fans, and just see maybe if they're on board with it. I was thinking a good model for our, because it's looking like August. We're going to be starting streams on the channel and starting a little Patreon, getting some guests on and doing some more regular programming. So I was thinking a good schedule might be if we do 4 shows in a month, say, we could do 2 guests. We could do 1 just strictly Crowder Boys show, just us 3. And then we could do 1 at the end of every month that we call like the arena, where we have people like you guys did last night, we send out the link and we get people in here.
Oh, take some callers.
Yeah, we get
arena.
Whatever his name, Woo Wop or whatever the fuck his name was.
And the Chinese Italian Woo Wop.
His name is Wo Hop.
Yeah, and then and if we get enough, we can have them battle arena style. So we'll bring 2 in, and then we let them battle it out, and whoever we think is cooler, we keep that person, and then bring a new person in to battle.
That's fun. I like it.
And then the winner gets bragging rights.
They get to say that they felled an opponent in the arena of ideas.
Yeah, the winner gets to give us presents.
Oh, I didn't even see this. This is like from when we started streaming earlier tonight. Token Tony sent me. Did you guys get this?
Yeah, he sent it to me too.
The Captain Crack Sparrow.
It was really good.
That's funny.
Nah, I didn't look at my phone.
Oh yeah, he made you Jack Sparrow, Craig. It's Captain Crack Sparrow. That's great.
And Dalty Jones.
Dude, I'm Gibbs. I'm Josh Me Gibbs. Whatever that would be. I'm Gibbs.
I'm Keira Knightley. She's beautiful.
That's who you'd want to be.
Yeah, a pretty girl.
Yeah.
You're Orlando Homo Bloom.
Crack, please don't be mean to me.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Orlando, boom, boom, boom. That really has taken America's attention.
And that is also an example of a perfect meme, the complete opposite of the aforementioned
Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah. So like they didn't nobody expected that to become popular. Nobody forced it. Like the family's obviously retarded, and that's why you pull for them.
Italian.
And it's perfect. It's funny. The Rizzler is fucking phenomenal. I love everything about it.
The reasons that they thought it was funny to make that aren't the reasons why it's funny, but it is funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's such an unsettling family. They all have like
they are like Italian gummo.
Dude, Justin.
Goddamn, yeah, that's it.
Their heads are kind of shaped like gummo.
They're gum. Oh.
Yeah, I mean when the Rizzler first showed up, I mean obviously he has the star power, but also I was like, yo, well, who is this freak show?
Dalton, that's probably exactly how people feel when they see you on a podcast for the first time.
Please don't be mean to me.
This freak show is a star.
Please don't be mean to me.
He's so fucking fat that he almost looks like he has like Andy Milonakis disease. Like you think he's like 40 years old because
there's something up with his face a little bit too. It looks like he's like melted a little bit.
And I loved it. Like I'm sorry if the Rizzler's listening right now, and we'd love to have you on.
Rizzler, Rizzler, open invite to the Rizzler.
The fact is, you are overweight. We're trying to help.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he is clearly being like neglected, or just the access he has to food and the way his parents are not like managing his calorie intake.
It's verging on a medical emergency.
Because I've got family members like I have a cousin who, he was Rizzler sized as a kid, and he's been fat his whole life, and it was always like.
Rizzle me this, Batman.
It was always just like, why is your mom not like
why
making
is it called
sure?
The Rizzler?
Because the Rizzlers, the family has like no, they're not creative or capable of any sort of original thought, or they don't know what they're doing. The Rizzlers just it's a meme thing. And
yeah,
so
I've heard the Rizzler a lot. I didn't know if did it come from him or they just took
it? So they were just like. Taking a thing that already existed and just were like, yeah, he's the Rizzler.
The Rizzler.
Yeah, it's something. It's like one of those. Yeah, it's like it's something that was invented. It's kind of like Twitch language, where it's like the younger Zoomer kids use the word Riz for like rizzing up girls and stuff.
I've even heard people on Twitter. People go by the Rizzler and stuff. I've seen.
Yeah, they started. It just started a thing. Like people started saying that. Like, they just took it.
I mean, I guess it is nice to have like an official Rizzler. Like this is there's a bunch of people that have been calling themselves the Rizzler and using it as like a slang, but now there is like an actual Rizzler.
Yeah, he's Jim Carrey's Rizzler.
He is the Alpha and Omega Rizzler.
Yeah.
I think Edna gave you a super chat.
Oh yeah,
it is kind of strange that the Rizzler is underage though. That implies sexual. thing.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, why is he the Rizzler?
I bet they don't even know what the word. I don't know. I bet they don't know what it means.
It's a funny name.
They just think it's like a fun name. They just think it's a fun word.
They're like, because it rhymes with Twizzlers, and you like Twizzlers.
Yeah.
Get it, Sal? His name's Sal, by the way.
What Costco guys?
When a fan like Tony makes a funny meme, can you put it on YouTube community tab for the non-Twitter heads, please? That's
non-Twitter heads. Was it Indians?
That's like I got to copy and paste.
Are you guys gonna watch the debate tomorrow?
Thank you for the $5 Crack Amico dollars.
I think you mean the debate.
Somebody might do that, but it's not going to be me. I'm a busy man.
I don't like Costco. I hate Costco.
I love Costco.
It's too big. It gives me anxiety.
We're Costco guys.
We're Costco guys.
We are. I'm not a Costco guy.
My dad loves Costco. That's like
I do not like Costco. It's way too big. Nobody needs to buy their fucking groceries in bulk.
Yeah, you do if you have a family.
Go to Albertsons. Go to a fucking Walmart.
You save money at Costco though.
But you end up just buying a bunch of shit you didn't even want. Like you're like, oh shit, man, I can get like fucking 1,000 Uncrustables.
Not if you're disciplined and you just buy the stuff in bulk that you need from Costco. If you buy the stuff that you're gonna buy a ton of, just go to Costco and then do your regular grocery shopping at Albertsons or whatever. You save so much money.
What do you guys think the end game is for the Costco family? Like, how will they keep topping themselves?
They will fade into obscurity like damn Daniel before them.
We're Costco guys. Of course we hang ourselves while masturbating.
We're Costco guys. Of course we will transcend this flesh into
it's hereditary
and become gods unto men.
Hey, it's me, Lord Paimon. Oh. Whatever happened to the Bagel Boss? Can we get him on?
Oh yeah, the Bagel Boss.
You remember him?
Yeah.
I have to do my show.
He's dead.
Is he dead? Really?
He's dead, dude.
For real? Damn.
Yeah, he's with his God, his father, and his boss up there in old heaven.
Oh.
Let's get some more super chats.
He lived a long life for a little midge.
For a Bagel Boss, yeah, but a long miserable life.
I'd trade his little fucking firecracker ass for Vern Troyer.
Oh my god.
I trade like 5 minutes to bring Vern Troyer back for like 300 years.
Yeah, that's why Mike was like, I'm never doing Austin Powers 4 now because Vern Troyer is dead.
There should be a, like, with deepfake technology, there should be like a mini me cut for every movie. Like Goodfellas with mini me.
I like deep Jake technology, and he's like,
I have a lot of deep thoughts. It's like if people read my Twitter and they say it's like really fucking deep.
The fact that Vern Troyer is dead is the only good argument for never making another Austin Powers movie.
I think he probably didn't want to make it, but that's a very funny reason for him to be like, well, we can't do it anymore.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I don't know if I would want them to try and like recapture the magic without.
No, it would be sad if they.
No, it's gonna be fucking Timothy Chalamet as Dr. Evil.
Yeah,
and fucking Zendaya as Austin Powers.
Yeah. No, he had lightning in a bottle, and he managed to keep that in the bottle for like 5 years.
Each movie better than the last.
I literally agree with that.
You see Austin Powers International Man of Mystery and you're like, nothing's gonna top this. And then The Spy Who Shagged Me, you're like, I'll be damned, this is better than International Man of Mystery.
And then you're like, well, there's never been a third movie that's been the best one in the whole franchise.
Yeah, the gold member comes in and you're like, what the fuck, dude, this is the best one. This is They have got this down to a science. This is such a good movie.
I feel like the second and third are very close. I feel like the first is by far I don't even want to say worst. That's a harsh word because it's a good movie.
It's the International Man of Mystery is amazing.
My take is the first is the best movie, but the third is the funniest one.
I think when they started to really embrace the silliness.
Yeah,
I really like the second one.
The third one is just a cartoon, and that's why I like it.
The gold member is when they were like, we are just going to do like a full on.
It's basically Space Jam. Basically.
Yeah, we're going to do a full on like Looney Tunes movie. It's so silly, but that's why it's the best one because it still respects all of the like James Bond 60s British shit. but it's also just so ridiculous.
It's one of the only parody movies that has such an affection for the source material.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it parody. Like it's like a loving
a tribute
to British culture.
Homage. It's an homage.
Yeah, like, and it's just funny in its own right. Like, it's not even because it's like, what does it even reference? It's not like there's any.
No, it does parody like a random task is based on a odd job.
Yeah, but it's not like, it's more of like a pastiche than a parody because there's so many elements to it. There's so many like different things going on in references being made. That's like, yeah, you could say like, yeah, there's James Bond in here, but then there's also like just so much stuff that I don't even know about. I'm like, I don't even know what they're making fun of at this point.
It makes fun of a lot of different things, but you can enjoy it as a just straight up parody of James.
Oh
Bond.
yeah, you like
to the point where James Bond had to like reboot after Austin Powers. They're like, all right, we have to like make it more serious or something.
Yeah, I saw Austin Powers before I ever saw a James Bond movie, and I enjoyed Austin Powers fine. I was like, I didn't need any frame of reference or any prior knowledge.
Honestly, same, I think.
To tell you the truth, I may have never seen a James Bond movie. I think my 007 knowledge is all from video games.
It's all from GoldenEye, yeah.
A lot of my pop culture references are from like The Simpsons making fun of it, or Family Guy making fun of it, or Austin Powers.
I think I really do. Too. I think Goldmember is really good, but I really, really like Spy Who Shagged Me. I think maybe I'm just in love with Felicity.
Most people would say Spy Who Shagged Me is the best one, but Dalton and I have our Goldmember boys.
We have Goldmember is just so stupid.
We got it. You know what, guys? We're gonna have to watch them all and decide.
Yes, on the Mind Demencia Patreon.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey, Craig, you got a couple super chats.
Oh, hold on. I'm not. I'm. You know what happened, guys? I took a little half an edible before this, and I think it's making me.
I was wondering. You seem not as locked in, Craig.
Well, yeah, not as locked in on the chat, but I hope I'm locked in on the funny.
You're firing on all cylinders. You know,
I had no idea you were high at all.
Yeah,
it's the sunglasses.
What's the sunglasses?
And I also don't get fucking retardedly smacked like Sal. Or Sal can even barely fucking open his eyes.
Up. Yeah, I think Sal was fucked up last night.
That's another reason Sal enjoys everything, is because he's so high that just everything makes him happy.
Oh, he is addicted to weed, yeah.
I was wondering, because you definitely do kind of get a different Sal every time. And it must just be how high he is at any given episode.
Vern Troyer was the original Short King, R.I.P. Yeah, shout out fucking Vern.
Maybe I'll smoke some weed tonight. That sounds
Whoa!
Yeah, $20.
I should also properly thank Michael Hall. I was doing a bit earlier. We do a bit sometimes in comedy. But thank you, Michael Hall, for the 20. And thank you, Dan Mullen, for From the River to the Sea, baby. Yeah,
right, guys.
Dan Mullen.
I might pop off soon. But
and God's Node, $5. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you.
Amen.
Thank you, God's Node. Amen.
Thank you, God's Node. Yeah, I might pop off and smoke weed or something. That sounds fun.
No, we've only gone 2 hours and 8, almost 2 hours and 18 minutes. So
wait, you smoke weed, Robbie?
Not often, but sometimes the mood will strike. You know.
Okay.
That's a very womanly answer.
Yeah, I have girl brain. What do you want?
You do have girl brain. Yeah, that's been established.
I don't know why.
Stephen A's on TV, and I want to know what he's talking about.
Robbie just gives me the feeling of like, I don't know why I thought this, but I figured Robbie would be somebody who'd be like, nah, man, I just don't smoke. It kind of like freaks me out. It gets me like paranoid.
It used to, but I'm back. And I started smoking and it's fine. I used to get really anxious, but I'm fine now.
It makes me really paranoid, but I like to punish myself and put my mind into precarious positions.
I just have to make sure I don't get too high. I need to like just be just a little, but like
I was going to clean my room, but then I got high.
Yeah.
I can't do none of that no more.
When I got too high, I started thinking about death and stuff, and that's no fun.
That was the first 500 times I smoked weed. Like I would smoke weed, and it just every time I'd be like, "Fuck, dude, I'm gonna be dead one day." It just sucks.
I know. I just think about my grandma dying.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then I would get high and just like try to conceptualize.
Maybe I'm not gonna smoke weed tonight.
Yeah, just like going through those, like running in circles in my head, trying to conceptualize what it means to be dead. Where I'm
Running
like,
Stimpy.
Oh.
Yeah, Yeah, where I'm like, I'm high, and everyone else I'm with is like enjoying being high, and I'm just sitting there like, so wait, all right, so I'm gonna die, and then what does that mean? Like I don't exist? How could how could I just not exist anymore?
I will say I do agree sort of with the like when I'm in a social setting, I take like one little hit. And I'm good. Like I don't get too high. When I'm by myself, I can get high as fuck. I don't care. But like when I'm with people, it's like the old Louis joke of like he's like smoking in a circle with people, and he's like counting the amount of times he blinks to make sure he doesn't blink.
That's such a good bit.
Yeah, I've felt that so many fucking times. Louis is the fucking man. Like I know he did the whole jerking off thing, right? But like he might be the only person that's a comedian his age behaving how he should. Like just doing stand up and like having somebody put clips online of just no like captions and little fucking algorithm shit. Just no, here's some stand up. Go to my website.
Like you barely hear from him. Like he maintains a pretty low profile and just works as a comedian. And then whenever he needs to promote something, he'll do the rounds and go on all these people's podcasts. He doesn't respect any of them, but he'll go on their shows.
He'll be like, I have to fucking talk to Bert Kreischer for 3 hours.
Yeah, like dude. I remember that was so funny, like to watch those podcast appearances and just like feel the palpable how much he does not respect
those podcasts were weird because it did turn into like Louis lecture hour every time. He's like,
the only one it seemed like
you got to do with your life. Yeah,
the only one it seemed like he kind of like actually respected and thought of as like a colleague. To me, this is the impression I get. Was what?
Chrissy Chaos.
Was Chrissy Chaos. Yeah, that's it.
What were you gonna say?
No, just the president's thing he did with Shane.
No, you can tell that Shane is funny.
Yeah, but it was a lot of like, no, Shane, here's what you got to do with your life. You know what I mean? Bobby Kelly, he was friends with too. You know,
there's some degree of I understand a degree of like sort of condescending to like a young comic that you respect in the way that you see them as yourself. You know,
he also does deserve it. He is like the best comedian. So I think if I ever got advice from him, I'd take it to heart.
Sure,
I wonder if he ever saw anybody like I don't know, like crowd surfing at Skankfest. If he'd tell them they're a nobody and not to do that.
No, the thing is, I also met Louis at that same Skankfest, and he was pretty damn nice.
He seems like he'd be very nice. Yeah.
Robbie, what the fuck are you doing, man? You can't
Louis,
you're a nobody.
You can't let these people. I hope he did that too, Tony. At some point, he's like, "Who's this little fucking twink?"
That's the thing is like when you watch him when he went on Bert's podcast, it's like the impression I got was like he does not see Bert as like a colleague necessarily. He does not really respect him as an artist.
No,
but he was still very cordial and like nice.
It kind of seems like he does enjoy Bert on some level, though, but almost in like a way that you enjoy a clown. Like, you know what I mean?
Louis C.K. sees like Chris
the
Rock,
president?
Jerry Seinfeld, like those type of people.
Yes,
these are my contemporaries.
Gary Shandling is his contemporary,
which he's way funnier than both of them. But
yeah, I mean, no one's funnier than Ricky Gervais.
We should tell Louis C.K. to hang out with Adam Sandler.
Oh, you know who Louis C.K. really likes is Todd Glass.
Todd Ass.
I think it'd be cool if he hung out with us. Let's get him on this show.
Louis C.K. open invite to Crowder Boys.
Enter the arena, Louis.
The arena?
The arena? Fucking,
that sounds fucking gay.
Sounds fucking gay. I don't want
it is. I do enjoy every now and then going back and listening to old Opie and Anthony from like that time when his life was falling apart. When he was going through his divorce.
It's so interesting, dude.
I kind of missed that era, Louis, when he was just cracking jokes and stuff, and then like
when his career was not that good and it just nothing's going well for him.
Him and that was great, and him and Patrice together is like some of the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, like, honestly, him and Norton were great together too.
Oh yeah,
he was great on Opie. He was probably the best Opie and Anthony guest. That's how I kind of got it. No, I used to download his albums back in the day. Back in the day.
The one where
I watched Lucky Louie when it came out, actually.
The one where Patrice and Louis are in studio and they're like Patrice goes, "Do you guys know how the N-word was created.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah. I remember I listened to one once and I was like, Jesus, what is Kumia saying this shit to? Because he was like being racist or something. This is not an interesting story.
Kumi
at
was
all.
being racist. You don't say.
Well, it was funny because Louis like, why do you have to fucking say shit like that? Like, I don't
My
know.
my favorite thing would be when Anthony would be saying something, because there's a certain degree I think that we all understand of like ironic comedy racism. So
the best kind of comedy.
Sometimes Norton would go with him on those, but then
Yeah.
he would get like serious and be talking about like some real fucking racist shit, and then
That's what I remember.
There'd be like a pregnant pause, and Norton would just go, "You're talking to an audience of 1 million people."
Oh shit! That's
Like,
wow.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah,
It was funny though.
That's
That is
all.
very funny.
Dude, Kumia is like getting disturbed now. It's heading into like American History X territory with Kumia. Is that
it's deranged. It's true. It is. I follow him to because it's amazing. It's like fascinating.
He quote tweeted that video of that cop just executing that dude, that black dude. And I don't know the full context of what was going on, but there was like a black guy with a gun, and he was sitting on a porch, and I guess he had been causing there was something going on.
I feel like I know where this is going.
And the black guy is clearly going through like some sort of mental health crisis, like something's going on. And the cop comes up to walk on the porch, and he goes, "Put your hands up." And the guy, he really didn't give the guy much time. The guy like moves, and then the cop just unloads the entire magazine into this dude.
Jesus.
And
Damn, was it Playboy or Hustler?
It was Shonen Jump.
Ooh, manga.
But now he
Shonen O'Dian.
He just straight up executes this dude, and I don't really know the context, but it was a really disturbing video, no matter what.
Yeah,
and then Kumia quote tweeted it and said, it's just as easy as a waiter grinding your pepper at the table. And he said, "Will that be enough, sir?"
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, at least he was kind of trying to be funny with that.
Yes,
one.
at least
some of them are just like effing ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but it was like the video.
I can't wait for white people to wake up and realize we're done with this, and then like hashtag white news separation or whatever.
Yeah, the video was just like so disturbing that I'm like, even if that guy who got shot was at some sort of fault or was like posing a risk, this is just like a really disturbing thing to watch.
Not film,
yeah.
You're watching someone just get straight up just killed.
And it's funny. Like, the funny thing about Anthony too is like he'll say something like that, like a guy getting killed, and make like "Oh, is that enough pepper for you?" And then somebody be like, "You look old," and he'll be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. Or he'll quote tweet the opposite thing happening, like a black guy killing a white person, and it'll be like, "This is the moral out. I cannot, but there's nothing funny about this. We need to do something about this."
You know what? Hihachi, fucking home run.
That's very good.
American History Serious XL.
Yeah. I heard Jelly Roll's in American History XXL. Okay. I'm gonna log off. But thank you guys. This was fun.
All right, guys. Well,
Robbie,
let's go ahead.
We've only gone 2.5 hours.
Let's
we've only done 2.
All right. I'm a little burnt out. But yeah, thank you guys.
Are you urging that we continue, or
no, you do whatever you want?
No, we could probably. I mean, we give people more podcasting than any other podcast that's out there.
Yeah, we need to start. Oh,
goodbye, Robbie.
We need to start getting good at shortening these up because we're gonna have to. Like, I feel like the move will probably be like once we do the Patreon, put out an hour of the free, and then like maybe go a little long on the pages. But either way,
yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, people really do enjoy the long live streams like this. They hang out. They enjoy the community of it, and no one else is doing this. No one else is, providing for people what we do.
We are the last live podcast.
I think we are actually. I think we actually are making a concerted effort to do these live and interact with people.
Well, let's see. There's us, and then Red Bar, and then Dad Meat, and I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
but we're the most live.
We're 2 live. crew.
Yeah, we're the 2 Live crew.
Ooh, another super chat, Crack. You're making money.
Oh, and he put in parentheses so I can read the number. $5. Thank you. Thank you,
Because you're bad with numbers.
Wait, is that $5?
Yeah, he just gave you $5. Yeah, I think even when we have a like we come on here and maybe we're sleepy or not even as alert or sharp, it's still a better podcast than pretty much all the other ones. Yeah.
And Chris makes a good point. There's really nothing else to watch.
And there's nothing good on TV. There's no movies are kind of getting good again. I was really happy with Furiosa. Furiosa was awesome.
I haven't watched. I need to watch. I need to.
Have you seen Fury Road?
I watched Fury Road. Wait. I watched the Mel Gibson one a long time ago.
Okay, so this actually might be interesting.
The Road Warrior, right?
It might be an interesting thing to try then, because if you haven't seen Fury Road, because Furiosa is a prequel to Fury Road. So
okay, no, I haven't seen any of the Gerard Butler ones. That's
it's not Gerard Butler.
It's not.
Tom Hardy is Max in Fury Road, and then
shit.
In that movie is when everyone was introduced to Furiosa, that character. This is back in like 2015. She's played by Charlize Theron in that movie.
To each Charlize Theron.
To each Charlize Theron. And it's an amazing movie. It's like a perfect fucking movie. It's awesome. And then with like Furiosa kind of like fleshes out that story and that character. And it's like normally prequels are kind of underwhelming because you go, all right, well, I know where this is going, I've seen what happens. But Furiosa is an amazing movie. And since you haven't seen Fury Road, it might be interesting to watch Furiosa first and then Fury Road. But
yeah, I'm down.
You'll have a good time either way, no matter what you do. Fury Road is probably a better movie, but Furiosa still is banging, and it was cool to watch him like expound upon that story, like that world, because the other Mad Max movies are not really connected in any way. They're each like very different stories.
Is this all related to the Road Warrior?
So pretty much. So like you have the first 3 Mad Maxes, like Mad Max, and then the Road Warrior and Beyond Thunderdome, all feature a guy named Max, played by Mel Gibson, and each one takes place at some point in the future and involves like some breakdown of society or whatever. But there's not a lot of connective tissue between them. It's not like it's following one narrative or continuing the story from the last one. They're each like kind of different stories.
Same universe, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. And it's you could watch any one of those, and it's not part of some bigger trilogy or anything. They're Mad Max movies. And then Fury Road kind of continues that tradition where now Tom Hardy is Max, is playing Max, and it's its own story, but it's probably like the most realized version of what George Miller, the director, has been doing.
Are you sure it's not Gerard Butler?
It is not Gerard Butler. Tom Hardy.
Okay.
But Fury Road's like the best one he's ever done. Like, I love the Mel Gibson movies, but Fury Road is just like, he's at the top of his game. He's been doing this for decades, and it's the most realized world he's created within this universe.
Realize.
Mm-hmm. And then Furiosa is the first time he's ever like gone back to continue a story that he introduced, and even though it's a prequel, it's like creating this bigger narrative. It's good. Furiosa's tight.
I'll check them out. I'll maybe this weekend I'll watch.
Yeah, so it looks like movies are getting kind of good again because that was good. I'm excited about this new horror movie coming out with Nicolas Cage. It's called Long Legs. Looks like it's kind of like a Silence of the Lambs kind of thing. There's a new Nosferatu movie.
It's certainly not about my wife.
Yeah. So I don't know. But all that's to say, there is not a lot to watch, and this is the best thing out there, pretty much. Yeah, this show.
Well, here we've reached a point where I am about to piss my pants. So do we want to wrap or we want to go for a few more minutes?
We can go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, because I mean, me and Robbie did like over 3 hours last night, and then
you guys are putting in fucking time.
Yeah, so, and I have to record a Patreon for my shit at some point this week. So I'm doing lots of broadcasting, but hey, that's the job, baby. That's what I got to make, that my hundreds of dollars each month, which is not nothing to sneeze at, in terms of when you think about how many podcasts exist that make $0 every month.
Yes. Some is better than none.
Mm-hmm. And it's only growing.
And if I keep thinking every fucking day that I wake up and every night I go to sleep, if Kevin fucking Brennan is making a good living off of this shit, we can't be that far away.
I just said that to Robbie last night. I was like, if he can make $250,000 a year, which is what I'm told he made last year doing like live streaming.
Dude, just imagine even if he made 30,000.
Yeah, I just imagine
that's crazy.
Imagine what somebody could do when they do something that's good.
Exactly.
Because I think there's a lot.
He reads the super chats, and that's the show.
That's the show. I was on the show.
I'm so fucking jealous. Like I'm not even like hating as much as I am like. You can't imagine much of a better job. Like I think even fucking Kai Cenat would probably be like, he don't even have to eat chips or play video games. He'd just be reading the chat.
Oh, there's a girl here, Stephanie.
Stephanie Wire. Stephanie Rye.
She's saying nice things to us in the chat. What you getting into tonight? That's been my new favorite thing to do on Twitter, is whenever I encounter like an e-girl account, just commenting, what are you getting into tonight?
Yeah, it's a good move. Although sometimes, Dalton, I fear that you may be your online personality makes you appear as if you're some sort of loser, which you're not. You could be bagging some of these bitches.
I'm definitely not a loser. Yeah,
you could be. I think you've reserved yourself to the fact that you approach these women as some sort of creep. And in all reality, you could have a shot with some of these women.
I guess so. I mean, I'm not.
I understand why it's funny, but
I'm not trying to like hook up with any of these like Twitter. I mean, there's Diet Coke, of course, but that's locked in. That's that's locked. That's on lock. But
here's the thing, though. If regular girls on Twitter that would maybe like see you and want to like hang out and do something one day, if they see you talking this way online, they might be like, oh, well, maybe he's gonna like rape me and kill me. So maybe I shouldn't.
Not both.
One of the other's not so bad. Or at least kill first, and that way the rape is like really. Is it even really happening?
Mm-hmm. Stephanie's saying she's in the Garland area. I know Garland, yeah. I'm not anywhere near an HEB, Stephanie.
The Jeff Garland area?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got
Larry.
We gotta go grocery shopping. Let's go to HEB.
That guy got a free fucking ride.
Oh yeah.
He just has to sit there and act confused by Larry and just repeat what he says.
Super chat from NC Downtrend 666. The number.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. I got a funny story. I got a funny story about that. New rule: have presents.
Yes, that's a good rule. That rule is in place now.
I worked for a small like little gas station / cafe for a minute, and the owners were these like small town like super conservative Christian folk. And anytime I rang someone up in the amount and it came out to $6.66, the owner, the wife would run over to the register and go and change it. She'd be like, charge him $6.65. We ain't doing that here. We're not going to charge $666 for anything. I'm like, okay. So that was funny because they were really just dog shit people.
Can you hear that?
What? Can I hear what?
Can you
hear what?
Anything?
Are you peeing in that bottle right now?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I don't hear it, but that's insane, Craig.
It's gonna be clear.
Robbie sent me something. Oh, you gotta be shitting me, dude.
I might fill up this bottle.
Robbie, now I'm upset. God damn it!
Oh no, what happened?
Fucking goddamn! All right, everybody, it's fucking war now. It's war.
What happened?
Gather your armaments and your raiments. Suit up. We are now launching a campaign against Jake Flores.
Uh-oh.
We are launching an all-out assault on Jake Flores.
I wasn't even done.
That's very clear pee. You're nice and hydrated.
That's why I have to pee so much. Sorry,
God
guys.
damn it, Robbie.
I don't know.
I am upset now. Okay. So I
hope my estimation of a man has not plummeted to the
I
chat.
did not see that Jake said this in response to what I said. I didn't know Jake. I don't know these people. I guess Jake knows this guy somehow. That thing that Brian Quimby guy posted about how comedians are mean, I commented on it just saying like, yeah, it's like that up and down the ladder. Feels like you're in some pussified version of Game of Thrones where you never know where you stand with anyone and everyone's at each other's throats trying to get booked for low-paying or unpaid spots at comedy clubs. And then Jake responded, bro, you are the guy he's talking about. Fuck you, you fucking faggot. I fucking hate this motherfucker.
Well, what are you going to say?
I don't know. I got to articulate a response.
Are you going to hit him with the...
How fucking goddamn dare you, you spick wetback fucking faggot retard. Fuck you, Jake.
Are you going to hit him with the PB... What is it? You're going to hit him with a please don't be mean to me?
Please don't be mean. Honestly, yeah. Jake, please don't be mean to me. Craig, thank you for calling me. Thank you for talking some
this might be the one fucking thing that gets through to him. The please don't be mean to me might fucking fold Flores once and for all. Be like, actually, dude, sorry. I guess you're not that bad of a guy after all.
Thank you for talking some sense into me because I was getting ready to launch an all-out assault on this guy.
I mean, he is a faggot spick, but
you did remind me he is a faggot spick. But you did remind me that number one rule when interacting. New rule. Yeah, please don't be mean to me.
Yeah, hit him with the PD.
Hit him with the PD
MTM.
The PDB MTM. Yeah.
Oh, but we missed. He hate me, who I didn't even realize was in the chat.
Yeah.
Gave $20 and said drink it. Now I'm not gonna drink my piss for $20. I'm trying to figure out in my head what the amount would be to take a sip of my piss. And there's a difference between taking.
Craig, don't do that. Don't. We can't talk shit about Steve-O and then you're talking about drinking piss.
I don't do stand-up comedy.
All right.
That's the problem with Steve-O. Nobody's talking shit until he started doing stand-up comedy. But for $1 million, I would certainly drink my piss. And look how clear it is, like you said. Like, it's not even... It's mine, too. It's not somebody else's. That's crazy.
Damn, that's
he hate me. Thank you for the $20. I will not be drinking my piss today. It's pretty crazy that I even just pissed in the bottle, but I really wanted to hear what Dalton said, and I didn't want to be rude and leave. So I channeled my inner Ari Shafir.
Yeah.
And brought out the worst version of myself.
Yeah, that really bothered me that he said that.
Or you know what you could say? You could say all caps, mind your own fucking business.
That is also a good. You know what? That's another good response. Please don't be mean
he
to
wasn't
me.
tagged in shit, right?
Or mind. He was not. Or mind your own fucking business.
Which is pretty funny because like every time you hate on him, you're pretty much all up in his business.
Dude, I definitely have been. I've been pretty rude to him.
I mean, you could hit him with the ultimate, and this isn't really a victory, and I feel shitty every time I do this, and I always delete it, mainly because I don't want this fucking freaky ass 6ix9ine god shit on my Twitter feed. But I do be hitting him with his porns.
Oh yeah.
Be like, what type of guy is this? And it's just him sucking a dildo with a GIMP mask on.
Yeah, it's just so. I mean, the thing that gets me is the lack of self-awareness and how he. Because I mean, I've done like so much shit that I regret and been like so shitty to people in the past, and like am trying to, like grow and move on and like be a better person, and it just and it requires like some amount of self-awareness to get to that point where you like to realize that about yourself. But how he seems to just still believe at every turn that he is on, like he is the righteous one, that like as everyone is like telling him like you fucking suck, dude.
That's why I blocked him. I'm just like,
he's just nothing, like nuh-uh.
I realized I wasn't getting anything out of trolling him. Like,
but yeah, because honestly, because like there's that permanent wall there, it seems like, where it's like you just have this figure online who, whether he's doing this on purpose or not, is just like bothering everyone, and you want to interact with it, just, for whatever reason. And you just, at a certain point, you do realize like there's no conversation to be had. There's no way to really interact with this dude in any meaningful way. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me that he still can like look at himself and look at the way he interacts with the world and what has done and is doing, and the things people say to him, and somehow still believe that he's on the truest path, that he's right and is honorable and noble in his deeds in life or whatever. So that's the thing that gets me. Is like, how could you at no point have ever done any introspection?
I do have an answer for that question.
Yeah. What's your question? Yes, go.
He's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's fucking crazy. He's mentally ill.
Yeah, you know what? That is true.
Like, I've realized, like, you realize when you really kind of dig deep into some of the shit he says and the way he behaves, the guy is he's a mental case. And I mean, I don't say that like, perhaps I am as well. And maybe I just have more control of it. Dalton, you've had your issues in the past. You've since wrangled them in. But this is a guy who
I'm wrangling every day, brother.
Completely fucking insane and just wants no help whatsoever.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I guess like in the amount of times I've hopped in his comments and said some pretty rude things to him, I guess this is
it's not crazy that he fired back at you.
Yeah.
It would be pretty funny just to send him a clip of the video of you reacting to what he said.
I mean, I did just say a bunch of slurs and call him a faggot. So I guess that doesn't really make me look like the good guy either. But, to my point that, yeah, I mean, when you start dealing in the world of comedy and podcasting and all that, there really are no good guys. It's the arena.
This is also a lesson to everybody in the chat. Like, a lot of people probably think funny man like Dalton, like, oh, I can troll Dalton online and in the chat, and he probably doesn't care. Like, it doesn't affect him at all. But you see how trolling Dalton can make him feel? Don't be mean to him.
Please don't be mean to me, dude. I gotta go give every time somebody says something mean to me, I have to give myself an Indian burn.
That'd be so crazy.
I'm just rubbing the shit out of my arm. Like, everybody's so mean to me. What am I doing? It's my fault.
Dude, sometimes I don't know. I feel like, you know what? I feel retarded even saying, but I feel like
stop right there. I feel retarded.
I would just a note, because it doesn't matter, because I'm fine with everybody in here, whatever. But like, the only thing that really fucking bothers me in the comments in whatever space is when people are just completely fucking wrong with claims about you, because then like people might believe them, and that kind of drives me crazy a little bit. But also it's like you can't respond, because then now you're defending it, and now it looks like a real claim. And those really fuck me up when people are like, oh, this was stolen from so and so, and I'm like, the fuck are you talking about?
It really, yeah. It's like the thing that just happened with Dr. Disrespect, where he posted that like diatribe trying to prove his innocence, but in doing so, only further makes him seem guilty. Like, validating what people are saying about him. Like, if you post like paragraphs and paragraphs trying to defend yourself or engaging with it at all, it's like, all right, well.
Yeah, that's why I've been trying to study Red Bar. Red Bar is sort of the Sun Tzu of podcasting, because he plays every situation perfectly, even to the point where like if somebody tries to start beef with Red Bar, he doesn't engage. He's like, I don't participate in shit that I didn't start. Like, I'm not going to be controlled. Like, I don't know. He's just got it down to a science. I'm not trying to dick ride, but the guy has war down. Whereas me and you, I feel like we are pretty good at slamming people, but at the same time, we can be hot-blooded. And every once in a while, somebody will catch us with one the wrong way, and we'll show our ass.
Yeah, the ones that get me is when people are accurate. That's when I really get upset. Because I was like very public in the my whole shit. And so yeah, people will hit me with something every now and then that is like accurate, but I'm like, come on, man, I've paid for that. I'm still paying for it. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to get my life back on track. Please don't be
mean to me.
Please don't be mean to me, and please don't be accurate about your assessments of me.
Yeah, if you're going to be mean to me, please make it fake and not real. Oh, I am the Capri Sun Tzu.
You are the Capri Sun Tzu, yeah.
The Mart of War.
Oh, Robbie texted me again. Jake tweeted something. Hawk dirty to me.
Is that Robbie or Jake? Because that could be
Jake. Jake who tweeted that.
I don't even put that past Robbie. I'm actually going to kill Jake now for that. That's the final straw.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, very great timing, Jake. Only fucking 4 days after it happened. He sat around in his fucking disgusting, dingy basement and was like, what wordplay could I make work with this? Maybe I'll just think on it for 3 days, and then by the time the meme's over, I'll tweet something about it.
Dude,
and then maybe I'll go viral with 40,000 fucking followers, and I get 20,000 likes, and I call it viral. You fucking pathetic piece of shit. Fuck you.
I was so worked up. I meant to respond to what he said to me by saying, please don't be mean to me. But I fucked it up, and it just says, please don't mean to me. So now I'm retarded also.
Can you edit the tweet?
I don't think I can edit a reply.
I hate when people see, nobody tells you that the edit is not good because everybody can see that you edited it.
Yeah, they gotta get rid of that. They gotta get rid of that, where it's like if you edit something, don't show people that it's been edited.
Yeah. And then it just makes you look stupid.
We should have Femoid back on.
Please don't mean to me.
Please don't mean to me.
No, we should not do that.
No, I'm joking, dude.
Oh, I'll make you a deal though. If we have Joe Gorman on the show, I'll get on with Femoid again.
Oh, okay, folks. We're locking that in. Joe Gorman and Femoid are coming on the show together.
Oh, they're coming on together?
I thought that was is that not what you were just saying?
No, I was saying like 1-for-1 kind of thing, but we could do, what we could do? We could have them both on, and then we could all just leave and make Femoid stay there with Joe Gorman.
Yes, that would be tight. That'd be cool.
And
yeah, so we'll do that. We'll invite Femoid and Joe. We'll have them on together, and it'll be like a Freddy versus Jason thing. Like we're trying to we're trying to get them to combat each other.
We have to get an enemy of Robbie though, because then we can call we can say whatever the episode title, and we can put featuring the enemies of the show.
Oh, call him Terrell.
Call him Tyrrell. What's it called? Femoid and
Joe Gorman. And then me, you, and Robbie just leave them three together. Just keep it streaming.
Yeah, or we just argue with our individual enemy of the show, all at the same time.
Yeah, that would be that. I would do that because people keep asking about this Loud Boys reunion or whatever, and I've always said like we've moved on. We're on to bigger and better things.
Yeah,
but I think it would be great radio. It'd be good for numbers to get Gorman and Femoid, on the same show together.
There are people that I like respect their thoughts on comedy that like Joe, and I'm like, what? Like
what's fun?
I mean, Edna in here, she's always like, I love Joe Gorman, and it's just like, I was just of the thought while I was watching Loud Boys, posthumously, of course. I was always thinking like, oh, okay, so clearly the show is Dalton and Robbie, and then they just have an extra guy there that says sarcastic stuff every 5 minutes. But apparently, yeah, see, Gormaniacs. Like
your assessment is one that a few people had. Yeah, I mean, there was.
It's got to be at least 80% of the fans.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird to think about what like back to that time because like it just like so much happened really fast, and then I almost died. But that yeah, I don't want to just be like shitty or like constantly point fingers or try to make anyone out to be like the bad guy or whatever. Even though I've talked a lot of shit for sure. But I mean, even before my implosion, my meltdown, and all that, early on into the like as we were starting to do the show, and
this is actually a good point that I didn't think about.
He does
people
look
might like Joe because he looks like an egg, and people
he is
like
a Humpty Dumpty ass looking motherfucker. But I remember like when we had a few episodes going and it was like becoming a thing, I would have people call me, like friends and family that support me and were watching the show, and they would call and be like, "Man, the show is this podcast you're doing is funny. So happy that you're like following your dreams and you're doing well." And they would say, "But this guy that you do the show with, this Joe guy, it seems like he really does not like you." He'd be like, "If I were you, I would like go do something else."
Yeah, that's all right. I'm gonna break down the fourth wall here and give my honest assessment on Joe, because clearly I am overly mean to him because I'm basically his replacement. So I want to make him look shitty.
You're the upgrade.
I'm the upgrade, exactly. I'm not the rebound. But here's the thing about Joe. His positives, I still think he was by far the least funniest person on the show. I also think that every once in a while, here's the thing Joe does that will be funny. Every once in a while, Gorman will hit you with some non sequitur shit that you weren't expecting, or like some absurdist, like he'll have a take on like that he clearly doesn't believe. That's like a conservative, like something about, for example, like making a joke about what was a woman wearing. Like he'll make like a rape joke or something like that'll catch you off guard.
He was not good at like riffing what we were already doing. He would just like just do a tangent and non sequitur into like whatever his narrow sense of humor is.
Yeah, and sometimes I will say sometimes that would be funny. Like he got me a few times, but the negative of that, and in general, I noticed with him is that he would, and I can't say this like I don't do it sometimes, but he would constantly derail the show, and he would also turn a lot of things over on you that didn't need to be turned on you. Like try and like make some of, I don't know, it almost seemed like a lot of the time he was trying to kind of get Robbie to team up on you about some shit when it was just like, let's just do a show. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was, yeah. I mean, I mean, that's the thing that's like difficult to look back on, and especially like the thing that I was shown that where Joe is now like trying to play like he just never did, like, you know, is talking like he's all nice and innocent. I mean, there were so many times that it really felt like he just did not like me, and he was constantly trying to make me look like a fucking idiot or like I was a bad guy or that, like, whatever. Like what you're describing, I felt that. I mean, that was happening, where he was like trying to like trying to turn things on me and make me look like either a bitch or a bad guy or a fucking moron.
Another thing he would do too is like you would say some shit, and this is funny if it's something worth doing, but sometimes you would just say shit that would either be like a salient point or like a road to something funny, and he would just mock you in his like southern accent that was supposed to be you, and it was kind of overdone. It was like it would just be you saying something. I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like guys on a show shouldn't make fun of each other because they should, but it's like sometimes it's like I don't know. It felt a little like mean spirited is the wrong word.
I mean, honestly, yeah, no, it was very condescending. It was like he was very condescending toward me.
Condescending. It sounded like it was coming from a place of like this guy is clearly dumber than us San Francisco guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I remember one time he just like straight up said, like, just said to me, "You're a fucking bumpkin. You're just a bumpkin." And I was like, there were so many moments, but I mean, that was the moment where I was like, this show is not gonna fucking last, dude.
That's the other thing when people talk about Loud Boys and they're like, oh man, it went away so soon. Like, imagine what it could have been. It's like, if you wouldn't have had your thing happen, it probably just would have died 3 months later.
Probably
because you and Joe probably would not have been able to get along unless you had like a Come Town-esque fucking rise.
Yeah, I think that's what he wanted was to be able to do a show where nobody ever had to try or seemingly put in any effort, and that was just not mine and Rob. That was certainly not my goal or what I was trying to do, and so there was like just the fact that anything was being asked of him, he had an aversion to. He was being asked to pull some kind of weight. I think he wanted to be able to just show up and then go home. And I want to fucking turn this into a business, and you're undermining me at every goddamn turn. And just it seems like your goal is to more than anything mock me and make me look like a fucking idiot.
And if you guys rewatch the show, I'm not so much speaking for like the early episodes. I'm more talking about like by the time they got to Gas Digital. It seemed like I don't know about the early episodes. Maybe there was like better chemistry, but it seemed like some divide and conquer type shit going on by like the Gas Digital episodes.
It was a really fucking weird vibe. It was bizarre what was happening. And ultimately, we just were not getting along. And there were people who just like couldn't understand it. They were like, I don't understand. Hey, how can you not get along with Joey? Seems like so nice and lovable and funny. And I'm like, that's because you don't spend any time. You don't know him. You just see this like weird character, this shtick he does, where he's like, yikes, what happened? And he just speaks in like these dumb catchphrases he has. But like actually trying to work with that dude and like talk to him, there was no communication. There was no way to ever actually have a conversation with him where we could actually like work through things or develop any sort of plan for anything. And then anytime you just got to a point where every time we would record a show, it seemed like his goal was to like turn everything on me and make me like out to be this fucking dumbass bumpkin he thought I was.
And by the way, Squeeze, if you're listening, this can stay here.
Just gonna stay here. We're gonna have Joe and Femoid on the show together. Because I mean, ultimately, you know, we talking about it. Ultimately, that's the thing, though. The only time Joe has ever tasted a morsel of success was when he worked with me.
What's pretty funny is that, like, if we were making a movie about what's happening with all of this, it's like you and Robbie are destined to do a millionaire, like $1 million fucking podcast. Like, you guys have the chemistry.
$1 billion.
Yes, you guys, you and Robbie are destined for success, and people just keep coming along the way to thwart that success. Like whether it's Joe Gorman or whether it's Mike Figs making you guys have the worst live show at Skankfest, or Mike Figs taking your co-host after you go crazy and then leading him to a dead end. Like,
yeah.
But it seems that the recurring theme is that you and Robbie are meant to do a show together, and maybe that third person, not even that important. They don't even have to be that funny.
Craig,
Maybe they can be a wigger.
Important. Craig, you're very important. You're the driving force now. You're in the captain's seat. I'm just, you know, people keep wondering, like, is there going to be a reunion, or like they keep saying like, oh, Dalton seems like he's still angry at Joe or whatever, and I'm like, we weren't friends. We didn't really get along with each other, and he was mean to me. Please don't be mean to me. It was he was just me, dude. And you know what's funny is you know, podcasting and stand up are like two different things, obviously, and like he can be funny on a podcast for sure. But I remember somebody, and I'm not gonna name names, but somebody you and I know, told me one time, he said to me, you know, I like you, and I think you're very funny and talented, and I respect you as a, you know, funny guy, comedian. And he said, when I saw Joe do stand up for the first time, I was shocked that you would work with somebody that untalented. He was like, damn. I was amazed that you would even have anything to do professionally with someone that unfunny.
And that man was Casey Rocket.
That was Casey Rocket who said that to me. I'll tell you off mic who said that, because, you know, he's a good dude, and somebody I respect.
It is it'd be funny to think about if Casey Rocket was like a bully. Like after he gets off stage, after like doing his little crab walk and shit, he's like, follow that, dumb fucks.
Yeah, he drops the character and he's like, he's like, you're never gonna fucking make it in this business. I'm Casey Rocket. Yeah.
He just immediately gets off stage and goes to the green room and has like two bitches doing coke off of his dick, giving him blowjobs.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling the other comedians, "Hey, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, that's a good life. Something else Joe always did that really bothered me was he kept trying to goad me into doing cocaine. I'm like, Joe, I'm not I'm not a cokehead like you. I'm scared of this. There's so much fentanyl going around now. I'm not doing this.
Louis C. Casey Rocket.
Louis C. Casey Rocket, yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna crab walk or something. I don't know. I can't do a Louis. This is what we need Robbie for. Robbie shouldn't have left to go watch Stephen A. Smith.
He should not. No.
Yeah, he was. I mean, trying to get somebody to do coke is a crazy endeavor.
He really enjoys cocaine, and it was always like, you know, I guess that he couldn't wrap his head around the fact that because I would say, like, I don't ever want to touch it. I don't want to do it. It's fucking terrifying now how much fentanyl is going around, especially. Yeah. And he would just like, that was also something he would mock me about, was he'd be like, I'm not scared of fentanyl. He's like, why are you? I don't know. He just loves cocaine so much. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Like, sorry I insulted your friend Cocaine, but I'm not gonna ever do cocaine. I see no reason to ever touch it.
It's weird. It seemed like I've done a lot of coke. But like I don't that seems like a weird thing to try and push somebody, especially like if you're addicted to coke, usually you want as much as you can get. So you're not trying to like force it upon people. Like that seems like a weird thing where you're not actually doing that much coke and you're trying to make other people do it with you. Whereas me, like I I would steal Coke from people I love just so I had some.
Yeah, I mean, it was a contentious relationship, and we just were never actually friends. Like he made it very clear that we were not friends. He was not somebody I could really rely on or confide in or even talk to in any meaningful way. Like this kind of conversation we're having now, that he was never capable of doing this. And that was the thing when we were recording the show that was frustrating, is whenever me and Robbie are more like sincere, grounded people. And sometimes, if we're recording hours of podcasting every week, we're not just like trying to do a riff a second. Like maybe we'll venture into some actual discussion, step into the arena. And then and then Joe had such an aversion to that. He would like go out of his way to try and make you feel stupid for doing that.
Has anybody ever thought about just like punching him in his goddamn face?
Oh, I did plenty. Yeah, I definitely wanted to fucking knock his jaw off.
That's just, I'm obviously, Joe, if you listen, I know Sweeze is telling you like a stenographer right now telling you every word that I'm fucking saying, but I am not going to hit you. Even if I did, I lost a boxing match to a Jew. I said it. Everyone knows. There we go. I'm not threatening. Okay. So I would never hit you. I would shoot you and kill you, but I'm not going to do that. So just relax when I say this, but it does make me laugh to think of Joe Gorman doing one of his like gay, like sarcasm jokes, and then like a black dude just like socking him in his fucking face, and then he'd be like, "Hey, man."
Yeah.
Like, and just getting scared and like breaking out of that character and being like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." Like, and then we see the real Joe, the real JG.
I'll tell you, this is the moment the switch flipped. Like, this is the moment for me when I guess, like, and I was ignoring this feeling for a long time to try and make the show work. But I mean, I can pinpoint the moment that I like understood more who he is and why this is like, just how, I don't know, just like why that show was never going to work anyway, was when I was dealing with like some tragedy in my life, and I just lost a friend of mine.
I remember this.
Yeah, and so we were recording an episode of the show after I gotten back from the funeral, and I started talking about it. And Joe loves him a fat bitch because he's short and ugly, and that's about all he can get. And that's not to deride fat bitch. I love a fatter, a fat lady for sure. I enjoy the thickums, but we had a fat girl there with us. And I guess Joe was trying to show off for her, peacock for her, because he was trying to get him some cellulite, and
at least show her Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know why he did this. It seems like a steer miss.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guys? No. No, Joe got him? No. Joe got him. He's making robot noises every like 5 seconds. Oh. Well, guys, I guess that's the show. I guess yep, there's your sign, as the great William Engvall III once said. Guys, I guess that's our show. We've learned our lesson. I guess Joe Gorman is in our walls right now. He's fucking shit up. He's rooting around. He knows we were talking shit. So I guess Dalton will not be back on the Crowder Boys. I think Dalton is has been abducted by Joe Gordman. Is that Mexican? Joe Gordman. Jose Gordman. He's Mexican, right? Nobody that's not Mexican has a mustache like that. So this is the Crowder Boys now. It's me. I'm the last man standing, like Tim Allen. Yes, will this be the last Crowder Boys ever? Find out next Wednesday. Damn, it's so quiet by myself. I gotta say though, the window with just me looks pretty goddamn good. If I do say so myself. Obviously you guys don't want to see just me here. I was just buying some time to see maybe if Dalton would come back. But it appears that is not happening. So Tim Allen remix. Art of Chris has a Tim Allen remix. Yes, 2 men have entered the arena of ideas. Haha, I'm the last one. Yeah, that's true. Every Saturday is just me. Which, by the way, here, this is what we'll do. This is going to be the end of the show. I'm dedicated to the show. You can tell by how I pissed in this bottle right here. That's how dedicated I am to the Crowder Boys. How dedicated I am to you guys. Now, if you want to show your dedication, your loyalty to the Crowder Boys, I urge you to subscribe to my channel that you're on right now, Crack Amico. Also subscribe to youtube.com/@thecrowderboys, the new Crowder Boys channel, and patreon.com/Crack Amico. Also, I'm pretty sure like Dalton and Robbie have Patreons too and YouTube channels too. What is it? Patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. Patreon.com/whatabout-Rob. Something like that. Yes, I am hydrating, but I want to give you guys a special plug right here before you go. It is 316, and we will be ending on 316 in order of Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I only got 20 seconds. Let me hurry up real quick. C-Domes, thank you for the $5. Thank you guys, everybody, for the donations. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you come on Saturday because I'm going to be talking a lot of shit, and I found a lot of shit out, and you guys haven't known about it. But it's going to be really juicy and interesting this Saturday on the channel. So everybody, please come show up. I'm going to be talking a lot of shit, and Crack is back. Crack is back.